Sad day today. Very sad day. Please reflect on this great potato. Was the man who yells out phrases like "Skull" and a barbecue restaurant and many, many other phrases. He let you know that he is the dabble. He'll let you know he is the man behind everything. He's the only one that's talented. But I beg to differ. People come in from all over the place. Thousands from everywhere, friends from everywhere, all weights, shapes, and sizes. His immediate family is here, and you see them here in line. It's amazing. People from all over the world are coming, so we're waiting for all the gathering to get together before we start the service. I want you all to reflect and take a moment of time. Remember, great man, the potato. Please, everybody come into this ceremony. Just come into this. Tell your friends. Anybody who knew Cardiff that you should be here. I will be giving. I'd like to introduce myself. We here at Catalano TV are for the potato, not the tomato. My dear friend Cardiff, Mrs. C wrote a very special eulogy for you. And I will be reading it. But we got thousands. There's people coming from all shapes, sizes, all over the world. Because they know. But Cardiff gets the last laugh as he says, "Fuck Stuttering John." Right there. And even though the potato could be reinvented, he may just reappear because Jesus might just be incarnated. Now we all remember Cardiff as that playful, laughing guy who ate cum. He drank extra, lots of cum. He was very proud of that, as his brother Yoda looks on to see. If you notice on top of John's casket, we have to put armed guards all around the funeral. Cardiff's not Yoda, but he's part of that family. Potato had many, many, many families, members all over the world. As you see, they all gather in. The guard has to be on alert because he's looking for a Coors can to pop up. Now, you all know that I'm a grifter, so this is all I could grift for. So it's going to be a cheap funeral, but at least it's a thought that counts. Please now, folks, as I will read the eulogy.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Please take your seat. We'll be ready in 30 seconds. You shall will be coming to the podium to do the speech. Be right back. Reflect on a great man.
Audio Jungle. Jungle.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right, we're here now to get to. We're going to start with the eulogy that Mrs. C wrote. We here at Catalano TV are for the potato, not the tomato. Cardiff, you were a man of many faces, including a potato. A cum guzzler, the biggest potato that grew in the garden of Eat Him. The potato leaves behind so many, including nuts like us, an orange, a puppet, and many, many others. He will be missed by most, and some will be glad he's gone, the scumbag. Coors Light can, we will be brought to justice as we say goodbye to Cardiff and let them know we love him. Now, I welcome you. I welcome all of you. We will focus on Cardiff now. You guys, we come up and we'll play the ceremony. We will play the ceremony thing song as people start coming up to pay their final respects. And then the funeral will be over and we'll get into our show tonight. I just wanted to show Cardiff Electric that here at Catalano TV, we do care. Care very much. There he is. We've just been told by the funeral parlor we have so many people here. We must start the service. So everybody, please come up. And as his friends walk up to the podium to pay the rent, and Cardiff wanted this, was in his wishes for everybody to focus on that. And he's telling you, potato world order, the entire army, go after this man and don't let him rest until he's brought to justice. Stuttering John, you've done it now. It's Cardiff's little son and his wife, Yoda Ed. Yes, Cardiff was married to Yoda. He didn't want you to be proud, man. He didn't want to tell you that. But his whole family is here. So now, I salute the great Cardiff Electric.
Audio Jungle.
You'll be missed, Cardiff. We love you.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
And that concludes our sermon for Cardiff Electric. All right, folks. We'll be right back. We'll be right back to start Night Talk with Joey C. Good evening, everybody. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I wasn't going to do nothing today, but I felt compelled to lay Cardiff to rest. So, goodbye, good riddance, Potato. You'll always be remembered. You used to be good, kid. But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best. You hear? A great tribute to a great person, Cardiff Electric. And we really should get the person behind this. Rochi's here. Welcome back. Rochi, what's happening? Let's start from the bottom and see who's here. Tonight is Night Chat with Joey Diamonds. Joey Night Night. Chris Mack says, the Lord spoke through you tonight. You know, that's a good question. Because I came in, I was just sitting and I was cleaning out my closet. I took everything out of my closet. I'm throwing out junk I don't want. So I got to put this. It's spring, it's kind of like a end of summer cleaning. So I'm going, I know what I do. Got a lot of stuff in this small apartment. I got to get rid. I don't need. So I'm just going to part with it. I made the mind up to part with a lot of stuff I don't need. I mean, I got wires for stuff that probably don't even vent anymore. They probably can't even find. So I decided to just take out the closet. So I go, it just came into my mind about having a funeral. I don't know what spoke to me. And my wife, you know, we tried to have a potato. I didn't have a potato. I didn't want to go out to the store. So I just had a bucket of Star Wars stuff and I put together, and she wrapped up some nylons on a crash dummy. Again, that make it clear for Honk to understand. I didn't buy those crash dummies or the pink things. They're my sister's next door who let me use them. You know, he thinks I'm blowing this money on all this crazy stuff. You know, but anyhow, that's it. Cardiff will live long in our hearts, and yes. So I guess this Lord did come to me and speak to me. I guess it had to be. It had to be because I mean, I just Cardiff channel died for seeing it. Yeah, I understand that. We know that. I mean, this is just supposed to be a little, you know, fun time. You know, we know. We know it was nobody's fault, but we'll still go after the Coors man. Stole. All right. I hope everybody liked it. Like I said, I'm about a very small budget, and I'm on the ghetto budget, so I did the best I could with what I had. So there's a start that counts. So kiss my ass, all right? Anyhow. What's going on now? Let's see what we got here. We got Happy Goslin saying, JT saying, Joey Cardiff is here. He's here? He is? Is he really? Well, I know his spirit will be here because I did write his parents. I wrote a Dear Mr. and Mrs. Cardiff Electric's parents. I wrote him a nice email and let him know I was going to do this. That I was a friend to Cardiff, but he hated me. He wasn't a friend to me. The Potato did not like me. He thought I sucked everywhere the way possible. So he was very mean to me. I know he's watching because I told him to watch. I wanted to have Tukey come and say a eulogy, but he didn't want to come. He told me to fuck Cardiff. Yeah, he said it's about time, you know. Pops in the catering the way. Pop this catering the way. Yes, we got the very long line starting at the bottom stairs. We got 100 homeless people up here, and Pop's in the kitchen cooking that. That's a good one. That's a good one. Of course, under a different name. Yes, of course. That's funny. Now that's funny. That's hilarious. Paul Eckerson, welcome. How you doing, sir? Good to see you here. Welcome. Very insensitive. Insensitive? Are you crazy? That was showing how much we care. Insensitive. Did you see the eulogy my wife wrote? That was good, man. That was pretty funny. She wrote that. She's talented like that. I have no talent. She does. She has all the talent. So Cardiff watching. I hope he was watching. I hope he knows how much we miss him. The Cardiff is dead. Long live the Cardiff. That's right, Jonathan. That's right. Happy Gospel says Cardiff channel died for seeing a boo. That's right. JT said Joey Cardiff is in here. We already read that. Rochi star of Pint Dabble Pint. Yes. Rochi star of Pint Dabble Pint. Kinky Cattle Local. Hello, Kinky Cattle Local. Good to see a family member here. True family member. DG, my boy. Rochi loves the cock. Yes, he does. He really does. DG, welcome on. John O.J. says, you have such a nice house, Joey. Oh, I know. It's wonderful. I'm going to go back to get a nice house. Tell you what, I'll be out of here before Christmas. Going to go back and get the house. We had a 1,900 square foot home we rented before we went to prison. Beautiful home. Had everything. My man cave had everything. Everything. Pool table, a legitimate, real poker table for Hold'em. I mean, it was a big one, casino style one. I had slot machines and everything. I had it all. I had all the toys and bells, you know. I did. Big old garage for my Harley and my studio. Yeah. I'm going to have that back soon, real soon. Just that. That's all I want that back. Get to that, and I'll be happy. My wife will be happy. I'm getting the hell out of this hellhole. Can't take it no more. Place is fucking crazy. John No J says you I read that. Down forward punch. Cardiff dies of ligma. Yeah, someone wrote that. Down forward punch. Yeah. Well, that's got to be Dave Sarah. That sounds like something Dave Sarah said earlier on Twitter, I think. Happy Goslin says, Dice Clay, the hat. Oh, yeah, I was a jester. I'm a jester now, and, so thought I wear the hat, It's a pain in the ass, but there you go. All right. Chris Mack says, bring it in. The Lord spoke through you tonight, Joe. Yes, he did. Rochi says, any juice and juicy. And let's see. And Rochi, and then who's this? Smurgmar Yin Ulis. Rochi R. Crunchy. Rochi strikes back. I think you need more intro, Joey. I do. I got a whole bunch of them. John No J says, Joey helps when I'm edgy. Well, I'm glad that it helps you. John No J says, I hope Joey shares porn again. I never shared porn. You never saw me share any porn. Rochi strikes back. Don't lie, JT. JT's in there telling a lie. JT said, I stopped watching Pornhub for this. Well, thank you. Thank you for that, JT. I really appreciate that. John No J says, ha, ha, ha. Rochi strikes back says, oh, that's what was a bit. Yeah. Reverend Billy, why couldn't have been Carl? Oh, no, Carl's a good guy. Sorry, Reverend Billy, I'm sorry. It had to be Cardiff. He took the hit. He's the one. Sean No J, that was garbage, Joey. Oh, I'm glad you didn't like it. I'm really glad you didn't like it. I really don't give a fuck. How about that? Is this the funeral in the joint? This was a true ghetto funeral, and we had to do the best we can. And I just thought of it 25 minutes ago. Right when I put it up, 1 minute before that is when I thought about doing this. So I didn't have much time to put things together. Right? Who's Baby Yoda? Kinky? No, that's Yoda. Baby Yoda. Yeah, that's Kinky. That's Baby Yoda. That's Mrs. Cardiff Electric. The baby, little baby Cardiff Electric. And his parents are there. They're sitting in the front, and we had to put guards on top of them. We had to have guards to guard them. The F Stutter and Jason. I thought it was pretty good. For a short time. Putting this together in less than an hour is pretty good. JT, wait, it's over. That was just a eulogy, just a little token of our expression to say goodbye to the potato. We're back now to the night talk with Joey Night. So, what are we going to say? Let me keep reading the chat and interact with the chat. What's going on this great Sunday? What time is it? 9:54 p.m. Eastern time. Don't forget about tomorrow. Got a busy day tomorrow. We got a busy day tomorrow. Monday? Oh, yeah. 9 a.m. for another great start week of the morning show with the mornings with Joey C. and Big Lou. And then we got Busted Balls at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. And, of course, the Alpha Shot Lounge tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. So we're looking forward to start our week. Okay, what was it? Rochi Strikes Back says, what the fuck? John No J says, this is a class production. Yes, it is. Very classy. Kinky Cat Local says, I miss him so much already. I know. I do too. I do too. That potato, he just grows on you, don't you? John No J says, oops. Kinky Cat Local says, they got a frog face. Happy $2.99 and it's a deal. Happy $2.99 is a deal. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. Spurgmar Yin Yaris. How do Tata die? He just died. He got hit by a Coors can. John No J says disrespectful. Yep, that's right. Just like Cardiff disrespects everybody else. So Happy Goslin at Pest at $7.99. Yep. Chris Beck says just noticed the stormtroopers. Yes, very good. Yes. I got lots of toys. John No J says, you played that shit already? Yep. John No J says, I like Bob Rotten Potato more. Okay, well, Bob's got a lot of experience as a comedian. I don't. Pest, Joey, how much to eat Cardiff? How much to eat Cardiff? For me to eat Cardiff? Or you want to eat them? I have $100 to take care of it. We'll eat them. Happy Gospel says, few YouTube channels get funerals. We should be more grateful. Yeah, I think so, Well, see, that was, if you guys were Howard Stern people, Howard would always, when he was saying goodbye to somebody, putting them away for, especially if somebody he was fighting with, he had these funerals. This is what he did these bits. Am I correct, DG? He would do the funeral bits, saying goodbye. I don't know if anybody remembers those. He did a lot of them. He was always doing that for his arch enemies, Rochi Strike Back says it was what Cardiff would have wanted. That's right. He signed off on it in the email. His parents told me to go for it. Chris Beck says, Joey, you've got to shut off the green screen. We can't see Cardiff remains. Oh, no, that was earlier. I know. I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. John No J says, invisible scam. Yeah, whatever you say. Whatever, we call it anything you want. We'll add it to the list. That's fine. Nobody did a bigger grift than Melton did. Not one thing for the road. And heard that we got paid a lot of money for that trip. That's according to. And we are endorsing Lance News Network. Catalano TV is now proud endorsement. We endorsed Lance News Network. Just so you guys know that. That's another thing we did today. We officially have endorsed Lance News Network. That's right. We are going to have this week Turbs McGurk on. Turbs will be coming and join us. We're going to make the arrangements for that. And we got a lot of things going in the future. So, Catalano TV is making amends and making alliances, and we're going strong. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna either be this week or next week. I'm gonna reach out to Carl Heberger's brother Grant. I'll have Grant on as a guest this week. He's an interesting guy. He'll be probably the morning show. Turbs, I don't know if he's a morning guy. If he is, we'll probably have him on the morning show. I gotta just make sure. Yeah, but when I do anything on the morning show, it's got to be both mine and lose decision, even though it's Catalan TV. But that's how I respect my counterpart there. So I don't make those decisions unless it's something I have to financially. Then I make this decision. But Happy Gaza says Cardiff grabs Joey's ad. He did in Rochester, right? Joey has claimed he has. He did. He was all over that ass. Cardiff. We all remember Cardiff. Cardiff was a great guy. He went on many trips and went to cum festivals, and he tasted different cums all over the world, and he loved it. He just loved cum. So I thought it was appropriate to have this. I'm going to mash up the potatoes and gravy. That a boy, whoever Billy. Cardiff would love you. I love me some maters, John O.J. says. DG says, in Carter's honor, I'm going to order some potato skins. There you go. Now you guys are getting it. All right, now we're getting that. Rochi Strikes Back says, who's the tomato? Brennan. Kevin Brennan's the tomato. John O.J. says tomato. All right. I was muted the first time I read the eulogy. That's good. That was funny. That was pretty funny. Typical Joey Seed bearer. Never look at chat. Pest, never look at chat. I should never look at chat, but the show I do at night, the Night Talks, is all about just interacting with the chat, so I have to read them. But you're right. On a regular normal show, you should never blaze at that chat room. You should never pay attention to it. Okay, then if you don't, you can never get derailed. Never get derailed. That's a true, very true. Very true, very true. That's right. If you read it and you're a guy that gets into his feelings like I do and take everything to heart, you're going to get derailed real quick. Big mistake, and I got to stay away from the chat room when I'm, doing a regular show. This is not a show. You guys know that, right? This is not a show. This is a crazy guy, maniac here, So I know you guys all saw that a couple of days ago I did a video, and, we had a problem in the building, and a young man was hitting on his girlfriend, and, I just felt compelled to, get in his face, and I begged him, hit me. When he hit her, hit me. He wouldn't. He got a little scared, and, and then my brother-in-law pulled me and said, it ain't worth it, let's go. Fuck him, let him out the building. So we did. But, there was a lot of talk about that. 20 minutes later, they stuck him in the back door of their house. You see what I'm talking about? This happened to me once when I was 25. I was, I think I told the story. Maybe I didn't. I was driving a cab in Lake Tahoe, Nevada. And let me see what we got here. Wow, WSX. Thank you for the $5. Hey, Joey, the man with the master plan. Have a great night. Thank you, WSX. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate that. Very nice of you. Thank you. Starts a new month today. This new month starts now for the super chats and the memberships, and we're going strong. And we'll have a members only on Tuesday as well. We'll start doing these members. Are going to be great. Can't wait to we got a lot of things planned, a lot of things in the works, a lot of things. You guys all saw a Shuley Network endorse me the other night. Great thing. I love it. It's big for me. Shuley does this great thing now. They're doing this thing on Saturdays. They do raids. They find people that just got monetized, and they go and they invade the chat rooms, and they start flooding with super chats. Now, I started out of members yesterday, and she was like, I can't get in. I'm not a member. So I can't just issue one day. I mean, it's random, you know. So I had to take it off of members, and Julie came in and blessed us with a nice, nice super chat. But I was watching some of their, I was watching, what the heck's on there? I was watching some of that. I think I could show it. I don't know if I can or not. I don't think Julie get mad. I don't think. It's his can't do it. That's right. I can't do it. Okay.
Everybody okay with the vacuum going?
Yeah. That's right. I can't show it. He's got it in members only. So unless I get permission from him, I can't do it. That's right. If I do that without his permission, that'd be like kind of like saying "fuck you." I can't do that. Yeah. But you guys, if you're members over at Streamyard Network, you know what it's pretty cool what they do, man. And he went to some show and they were freaking out. Like, what the fuck's going on? And these two ladies, this woman's network, she ended the stream and these super chats are coming in and they're starting to give her some money. And she got all offended and she stopped the stream. How dumb? Don't you know when you get monetized, aren't you there for to make them? She freaked out because it was all men. And I guess no men are allowed on this show or something. I don't know. It's all very liberal for women only. I don't know. That was good. Shuli definitely knew nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Shuli didn't know nothing if you're pertaining to that other thing. Shuli knew nothing. Nothing. I guarantee you that. Anyhow, so whoa, WXX gifted 5 Catalano TV membership. Thank you, WXX. Appreciate that, brother. Oh, man, I'm telling you, this when they get rolling, they get rolling. And turn your gifted memberships on. It's a good time. If you don't got a membership, you're going to get one. I'm telling you, we've had nights where 250 gifted members, 150. We've had a lot of nights like that. We had a lot of nights where they, you get these people getting happy and they want to come in and donate, man. It's just like rolling in. So, and it's just wonderful, man. Isn't it wonderful to have a freaking membership to Catalano TV and to see Joey C. I mean, isn't it great? I know you guys love me. I know you guys do. Now comes the grift. No. All right, so you guys what you guys call a grift. It's what I call a goal. It's what I call a cause. It's what I call our next IRL big stream. I'm gonna put that. I'll be putting that into the chat room today, where we have the fund set up on PayPal. We go up. We gotta hit the goal. We got exactly. Let's see. This is September, 29 days this month, and we're leaving on the 20th of October for Chicago to start the IRL. So we got 49 days to make this goal. I think we can do it. I think we got enough love here to do it. I guarantee you we'll do it. We've already got it started. We already got it. There's already a couple hundred in there already for people. So that's wonderful. Now, so I'm going to put that link up for you guys. I should save it somewhere. I don't know where. Let me see if I got it. I thought I put it in the I thought I put it in the description of the show on YouTube. I don't know. I don't see it. I just don't see it. All right. Well, that's all right. We'll find it. Let me put that up. Oh, I got another. Darth Nugs gifted 1 Catalano TV membership. Thank you, Darth Nugs. You see what I'm talking about, people? It just comes rolling in. And you guys want to know something? You guys should all be really sweet to Miss Kitty. And Miss Kitty has given a lot of memberships to Catalano TV. She's a godsend, as many other people have. We got 3 big donors that have given us a lot. And then all our brothers and sisters who piled together and made sure that people get to know us, and know about us, and get memberships, and we'll get more and more people come over. Rochi gifted, but not me. That's real corruption. Wow, we got corruption in the ranks. Now, wait a second. Wait a minute. We can't have no corruption. We cannot have no corruption here. We've got someone calling out corruption to Rochi. I don't know what's going on about that, but we got to get to the bottom of this. We got to get this reported in the news. We must. Please step forward for court. As they gather outside the courthouse. This is terrible news. You're telling me that they corrupt? No way. I'm not even believing it. Oh, wait a minute. My buddy Quad's stopping by. Hey, Quad, what's up? All right, that's good.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
We interrupt our regularly scheduled program. Wait a minute. We just got this in. Breaking news. We interrupt our regularly scheduled program. Wait a minute. We just got this in. Breaking news. We interrupt our regularly scheduled program.
All right. It got stuck. Can you believe that? Yeah, I know. I just don't want to. How could one person have so many problems? I don't got a producer. I do all this stuff myself. You know. I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, you like that? Oh, but just kidding. Just trying to make it a little funny here. All right. So I don't like you. You don't like me, Guillermo, handyman to start. Well, Guillermo, here's a good thought to listen. I'll be Guillermo, handyman to the stars. Joey, I don't like you. Guillermo, go fuck yourself. Who gives a shit? Okay? This is a fantastic program. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for allocating network resources towards this investigation. Yes. This is a fantastic program. Johnny P. Thank you. I'll give me right now. Let's see. Oh, we got Great Scots. Diamond and crusted lasagna. I wonder who that is. That's right. We better investigate. Someone's in here probably with a possible. That's a possible fake account. Great Scott. I'm wondering who that is. Very much I wonder who that is. We got corruption all over it. Look at this. Corruption. Police, wop. That's right. Hi, Roach. Great live. Clearwater Chad, guys. Everybody go over to his Clearwater Chad and check him out. He's the only guy in the Dabbleverse that is getting ready to prepare to learn to be Stuttering John, and you'll be seeing him soon someday in local events, and then he'll be soon on the road at Stuttering John. He dyed his hair black the other day. He comes on and gives you guys a lot of content. You'll go over to Clearwater Chad, please. Check him out. And so, it's going to be great. Oh, well, let's see what we got here. I see a ghost in the chat when we don't talk to. Yes. Welcome all. WSX says welcome all. Right. Yeah. Well, again, we got people. I'm blind. I can't see. I don't spell him, but I know he's close. Is he here? Where's he at? Do you see him? PSP, where's he at? I see him. I can spell him. I can't see him. I spell him. There's a guy that got balls, huh? Let's keep it down to a minimum. Don't fucking watch us, then. Because I'm going to get extra loud tonight. Real loud, because you're here. You're welcome. Don't have to thank me, sir. Don't have to thank me. Ghost, Pest says. Jerk off. You're a jerk off. You know that? A jerk off. A real jerk off. That's what you are. That's right. That's what I'm saying. Excuse me. Someone's talking to me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. I understand. I truly understand. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. My brain was talking to me. I talk to myself a lot. WSX says, I saw the pita. I saw the pita. It probably means I was gifted at some point. Keep it rolling. WSX is also a great person that supports Catalano TV. But big this news today. We endorse Lance Network News. You guys should check out Lance. He's got a lot of great news coming up. He's unfolding a big case right now with Patrick Melton, who's somewhere in the country traveling around the world. I don't know. Cool hat. We got somebody that says, Nimrod 71. Hey, is 2K available? You want to come on down for a moment? You want to stop in, pay tribute to Cardiff? Let me know if you can. I'll be glad to send you the link. I saw Dave Sarah, speaking of cowards. I saw Dave Sarah with his podcast the other day, and he had this elderly gentleman there. I saw the guy at Dabblecon 2. I'm so sorry, I'm not remember his name. I just saw it briefly, but I don't think we talked at Dabblecon 2. But he eventually saw me, and he said, very, very, very clear about he don't watch me, but all eyes were on me, and that was, and that I offered to go on Sarah's podcast that night to straighten out, clear the air with him, because I'm still trying to figure out. And he was going to do it first when he saw me at Chevy. He goes, even Rochi tried to get me on. He said, I'll send Joey the link. He said, we really all excited. And then he got scared. He backed out. And everybody called him a chicken shit. So then I went on Uncle Jack's stream that night, and we tried to pull him on, and Dave Sarah just says, listen, I'm not doing it. I just can't. So I would call me scared, call me a pussy. I don't care. That's what I am. And he is. Sure, for a bit. All right, great. I'll send it to you right now. All right, we're gonna be having one of my friends. It's just gonna be me and Nimrod. It's gonna be great. I like Nimrod. Nimrod is gonna be a star. I promise you guys that. He is the French cousin relative of Tuki. Tuki don't like him. He don't want to declare that he's from France. So that being said, that's okay. But Tuki's just running from his family. I don't understand that. Don't understand. I can never understand when people want to run. Like Sarah, Dave Sarah ran. And Dave Sarah, I know you're listening because you just can't get enough of me. And you should come on out. I'll give you a thing. I'll let you have his link right up your ass. Let me get Nimrod his link. So we had a member stream yesterday, and I thought it went pretty well. All right, set Nimrod. I thought it went pretty well. We got a lot of ideas for people. And like I said, Rome wasn't built in a day. It was not built in a day. So Rochi Strike Back says, so let's have the guy who entertains Wendy with the puppet. That's what we're having. We're having 2K. He's a friend of mine in this channel. So, like I said, Rochi, it's a free will to be here. You don't have to be. And I noticed you don't have a membership. So I should go to members only so we can kick you out. That's what I should do. I should do that. I should do that. There's nothing out of your mouth that I think. I can never think of you as a serious person. I laugh at you all day long. What do you want? Joey, serious question. I'm not trying to be mean or fight with you. But why do you think so many people have a problem with you? I don't care. You understand that? There's your answer. Okay? I made a lot of peace with a lot of good people. A lot of people see that I made a lot of changes. If you can't see those changes, I'm sorry for you. I got no time to waste on negativity. See you later. Okay? Sorry. There's no, and so you are going to be all right and I got to listen. No, it ain't going to work like that. You don't like being here. You don't have to come here. If you don't like me, you don't have to like me. Okay? I've gave you enough chances, Peter, and I'm not giving you no more. Sorry. That's just the way it is. Clearwater Chad, anyone that criticized Joey C is guilty of a crime. That's right. Tell him. That's a fact, Jay. You tell him. Guilty of a crime. You better start doing some videos about, after you do the Stutter John videos and put out that how much of a crime it is to criticize me. That's a good idea. If I got you doing it, maybe I'll make you a news reporter here. You can come in with some news. I'm looking for a weatherman for the morning show. Someone to report the weather. That might be you. You'd be interested in doing that, Clearwater Chat, every day, like around 10 o'clock in the morning. You just come with a weather report. Something could be whatever you want to say. I don't care if you even tell the weather. I'm looking for a guy who could be real funny. I think Clearwater Chat could bring it. The weatherman will pop in for the weather. What do you think? That's a big guy. I like that. Rochi saying, what brain? I know. We know you don't got one. I mean, Rochi, what's going on there, buddy? Huh? Rochi, I did watch Pint Dabble Pint. Great show. Great show. Coming along good. And I told you, Rochi, stay on the ladder. That's the key, buddy. That's the key to the show. I want to know who invented that idea. Whose idea was that? Was it Pineapple's or yours? This Friday, I think you'll be get to see the great interview with Pineapple interview to me. I'll do first will be the five on five, and then the interview where I broke down. I do the weather in my other community. Oh, well, then you want to do it here too? Can you do it at 10 o'clock every morning? You can start tomorrow. I'll make sure you have a link. Just quick 5 minute. You'll be right to you for the weather. There is no time to waste on negativity. It's such a good quote, Joey. Joey is the new Teddy Roosevelt. Thank you. There is no time to waste negativity. We got to move forward. We got to we got to build bridges. We got to build alliances. We have to make peace with all our enemies. And I have started doing that. I've made peace with a lot of enemies. And we got quite a few more to go where we can sit down like men and talk. And that's what we're going to do. And here he is, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, the man from France on a 3-year tour. It's the one and only Tuki's cousin, 2K.
Hi, Joey.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Joey, did you say Twiggy doesn't like me? Oh, you're gonna hurt me? No. I don't know. I didn't know that.
No.
Oh, we good? Okay.
I think the man behind Chucky loves you, but I don't know. Chucky came alive on his own, and I think he's trying to terrorize the world.
Like Godzilla.
You know, so we got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Did you see the Cardiff funeral?
I did not. We were doing movies with 2K, and then we were hanging out a bit afterwards. And I was like, let me see who's on live. Like, oh, Joey's on. Let me see what Joey's doing.
I missed it tonight. I was going to come over and watch the movie with you guys, but I got to spring clean, and the wife said, "Listen,
no worries.
Good day to clean the closet out." And I basically, she's been asking me for months, and I basically had to do it. So I'm in the middle of doing that. But I thought of this funeral I could do for Cardiff and remember him.
Is this? I guess is this like a funeral for like his YouTube, or is it like this? Did someone kill Cardiff?
Well, I mean, it's just a tribute to Cardiff. It was a ghetto version of a funeral.
Oh, okay.
And I'll show you Cardiff. I'll show you Cardiff. There he is. He rests in peace. Well, I got to take the screen screen off. Though, hang on.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't see him.
I got to take the background off. Hang on. There he is. He rests in peace.
Oh
no. Yeah.
What Cardiff?
And you see that there? There's the middle finger telling F, and that's Cardiff's little son, and that's Mrs. Cardiff right there.
Mrs. Cardiff.
And many friends came from the community.
Mrs. Cardiff looks a lot like Grogu.
Yeah, so hey, listen, it's the best I can do in 35 minutes.
Yeah. Short notice. I get it.
I mean, now I lost my camera. Hang on a second. Lost my camera. Jesus. Where'd my camera go? It's all down here. Oh, there it is. But someday, we will be
together.
Someday we will have multi cameras, and we'll be able to be professional. We're not a show yet. We're far away from being a show, So, but someday we're going to graduate, and we're going to be a show, and we're going to have all these just push buttons and angle cameras all over the place. But
dream big, Joey. Dream big. That's what I always say.
I'm dreaming big, and hope I get at least one more camera. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean,
it's a good place to start. For sure.
Yeah, you got to have goals, don't you? Even the poorest people of all have to have goals, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes. Goals are truly the goal of having goals. Wait, what?
That's exactly right.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I think I honestly though I do think Cardiff will do pretty decent on Rumble. I look forward to the day where Cardiff gets better numbers on Rumble than John gets on YouTube. That will be fucking hilarious.
Wow, that's a good point because has he started yet on Rumble? Has he done anything yet?
Not yet. He did that one initial show just explaining what happened on YouTube. That was just a quick 20-minute thing. I haven't looked to see what his subscriber numbers are, but they were going up relatively quickly that day. They went from what he started with 30 was over 100, I think. Sure. When that was just between the time he ended the show and maybe half an hour afterwards. So I think people will go over there. People love Cardiff. People will check him out. So
he's got that flair and that draw for people. Plus he's well known. I mean, he's got thousands of people over here. I think it'll be not too hard for them to just go over to watch him on Rumble. I think you're right. Yeah. I think it'll be very successful.
Other people have had to go over for Rumble for a while. It's worked out. It's worked out okay numbers wise. Shuli had to go over there for a little bit. It worked out okay for him when he.
Remember when he went over there for about a week when they were down? They did well.
Watching. Tuki or Rocco had to go over there.
Rocco did well over there.
Shows. People were watching those. I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think Cardiff. Rumble's not a bad place. I was tossing around to go over to exclusive, and then we did get monetized over here. But I tell you what, for any reason, if it ended here, I'll never come back to YouTube again to be it. Last time I'll go over there. And I just got a notice from Rumble today saying I made the threshold that I could I get payment coming in from them now. I've been sitting over there for months. I haven't done nothing in months. So,
right.
So I guess I got a tank of gas coming, I guess. Johnny Pate number 8 says $1.99. Yeah. Joey, where's Johnny Wishbone? Can we call him tonight, please? Oh, Johnny Wishbone. I think we can introduce 2K to Johnny Wishbone. I don't know if Johnny Wishbone is. I'll have to call Johnny Wishbone on top. We'll let you know on that one.
Johnny Wishbone.
Johnny Wishbone. You don't know the great Johnny Wishbone?
No. I am not aware of Johnny Wishbone. I'm sure he's a lovely gentleman.
Yes, Johnny Wishbone. Yes. I am Johnny Wishbone. Yes. You gotta.
But what's going up?
What was your movie tonight? Tell me what happened.
We watched They Live tonight. The Roddy Piper.
What?
They Live. The John Carpenter movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roddy Piper and Keith David and we had a good time. It was fun. We had a few people up with us watching the movie with us. Again, on Rumble, we can get away with that. So it's you wouldn't have to worry about people, just fucking with us and messing our channel up.
Who was on panel with you tonight? What's
up with some of the usual guys? Obviously, Bobby Nick and Cut of the Jib. Jerry Shepardini was there. Kyoto was there, and JBX came on with us too. He was
JBX.
Yeah.
Good deal.
So we had a good little group. And
Shepardini. Yeah.
I know. And like last week when we did Jib's show, the Skinamax Theater show, we had Cardiff and Uncle Jack on with us, and Uncle Jack loved Rumble. He was like, "I'm fucking coming back here, absolutely."
He loves it.
Yeah.
Uncle Jack's missing a few screws in the head a little bit.
He has a laser focus on certain things. I'll say that for sure.
I love Uncle Jack. I really do.
Yeah, so do I.
Great guy.
He's a fun guy to hang out with.
Yeah, he is. On my next IRL, he's one of my stops.
Oh, cool.
He's on my list.
Awesome. Where do we know where he is? I don't want to get on. I don't want to.
Well, let's just say. I
don't want to.
Let's say somewhere between Chicago and somewhere in New York. He's in between one of those. In between those.
Yeah. He was supposed to be on with us last night, but he was out in the woods and his signal was for shit, so he couldn't. He kind of got knocked off. So
me and him are going streaming IRL in Kent. I can't say it. Yeah, but I say it. Then but in a very bad area of his town, very rough. Claims to be one of the roughest places in the United States. We'll see. We'll see.
Bear attacks and everything.
Send Cardiff the link up.
Oh, I will. Yeah, feel free.
Cardiff. I told you Cardiff died, but his sister might be able to come on. We might be able to get Cardiff's sister to come on.
Cardifa.
Cardifa, yeah. I would definitely send Cardifa a link. It's a good idea.
Cardiff jumped into our chat for a bit last night. I think maybe that was Ghost Cardiff. That'd be terrible.
Maybe
Ghost of Cardiff. Cardiff is stuck in the Ghost of Cardiff is stuck in Rumble. That'd be awful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be great.
What a horrible way to spend eternity.
But like you said, he might make so much money over there, get so many people over there. It might blow up so big that he'll say, because you know what? YouTube is not the only answer here, like people think it is. It's just not.
Yeah, there has to be an alternative because YouTube is so just random with how they hit people with strikes, how they ban people's channels. It's completely you can't predict it anymore. Even when you follow the rules, they still find a way to hit you with something. And some random jerk off could just strike your channel for nothing. And you still have to appeal it and get it removed and the pain is. Whereas Rumble is much more like it's just the fucking Wild West over on Rumble. They don't care what you do as long as you're not murdering anybody. You're good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do they show nudity over there and everything?
Yes. Yeah, because I guess the Saturday night show that Jib came up with, the Skinamax Theater, is basically those old 3 a.m. Showtime slash Cinemax movies that usually have a terrible plot, bad acting, and lots of titties. So that's right. So that's what we've been watching the last 2 Saturdays. Jib's idea, and apparently it's brilliant because it's been pretty funny so far. So
really,
yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Very
that's
weird,
awesome.
but
that is very weird. But
yeah,
that's
you don't want to get a puppet boner during the show. It's very
you don't want to do that.
No.
But then again, maybe everybody wants to see a puppet boner. You got a lot of people here that would enjoy that.
That is true.
So.
We did the drinking show, the Empire Strikes Back drinking game a few weeks back because everyone was demanding, tens of people were demanding drunk puppet. We want to see 2K drunk. We want to see 2K. Well, they got me drunk. Holy shit.
Well, you were drunk last week too, weren't you?
No. Well, it was the week after that. It was like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, that's right.
I finished off not nearly to the level I was at the drinking show. I'm not normally a big drinker, but for the fans, for the people watching, I got hammered. Did like 30 shots.
You took one for the team, is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. I took 30 for the team, and then threw up immensely 10 minutes after the show was over. So yay! Wow. Yay, vomit! Yay!
Yeah. I got some cool stuff, man. When I used to buy storage units, I got all these This person was a Star Wars collector, had every possible thing. So I got all this Star Wars stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I had a lot of stuff that was in packages that were probably worth some money. I took those to a collector. I got rid of all those, but all the little gadgets I kept. I keep in the bucket. My grandson
once the stuff's open,
with
it loses some of its collectible value once it's been open. But yeah,
I forgot about that's right. The stuff in the box, if it's from the right era of Star Wars, if it's from first generation,
absolutely, yeah.
It's got a lot of value to it. breaking news here. Lance Network News is watching this broadcast. Yes, we endorsed them today, Doom. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, cool.
I talked with Lance. I personally spoke with Lance through Discord today, and we have endorsed them, and we are part of Lance Network News. I'm telling you guys, you want to get your real scoop on the Dabbleverse. He's got many great reporters, and he'll give it to you. Go to Doom. You better. I'll put if you want to put the Discord in there for the Spurg Discord.
I do.
Right ahead. I don't know. I just know how I got there, but I made a lot of peace there with a lot of people. Like I said, I'm gonna have Terms McGurk on this week. He already agreed to said sure, no problem. I just got to figure out. I work out the time with him. So like Great Scott says, the turn. That's right. Yeah, Lance is a good man. I'm glad you see the light. Cool. Doom. Haven't I been seeing a light for a while now? There you go. There's Discord. You guys join that Discord. A lot of fun. Let me tell you something. If you got thin skin, do not go there. Because you gotta take it. I gotta take some lumps. I got some people there that eat me up every day, but I gotta take it,
Yeah. You really, if you're gonna do this, thin skin's probably not the way to be because you're gonna get shit on pretty regularly. Here's what it is. Yeah. Okay, let's say Cardiff has actually passed away. Would you be concerned that he would haunt you as a potato?
Yes, I would. Yes. Yeah, Cardiff's a big man. He's a big man. You don't want to have thoughts of him, coming after you in your sleep and dreams. That'd be bad, man.
Well, what if he came back as the potato though? Just like a potato floating around your head at all hours of the night.
That's a good idea. That'd be cool. Miss Kitty's here. Hello.
Hey,
welcome. Hi, Miss Kitty. We got someone here that you must have inspired. A huge erection. You must have inspired him about your erection, so he came by to see you. I'm assuming he came by to see you.
Oh, I'm assuming Miss Kitty has inspired many huge erections. So yay, way to go, Miss Kitty.
I look at Miss Kitty like the Mother Mary. This is Kitty's lounge right here. This is her lounge. When she's here, Kitty's lounge. There he is, John Stutterman John's fingernail. Chucky got it. Oh, Chucky got AIDS. He might be having a funeral for him. Yeah.
Oh no, Twinkie. No, I have to call him.
Potatoes don't pass away; they turn moldy and rot. Ooh, that's a good point.
That's true. That's a solid point. That's a solid point.
He makes a valid point there. Valid point. But I gotta say, I like the funeral. Like I said, for a ghetto funeral, and we had a line today. We opened the funeral parlor here, and we had over 130 bums from outside. They stood in line in the stairwell as they came through to pay their respects. They wanted to enter with drugs. I couldn't allow that. We had to have have a bodyguard at the door to put everything in a basket there.
Right. Plus, he's a potato. They'll just run off with that. That's free food. Like,
exactly. And Pops actually made the spread today. Pop made the spread. Yeah. So we had fun. You want to read this? Why don't you go ahead and take this and read this for us?
Okay, hang on. This is very tiny for me, Joey. I gotta look at the screen here. All right. Wait for the pop. There we go. Okay, Joey, how many airbrushed RIP T-shirts or RIP T-shirts are in your closet right now?
0. I never wore airbrushed ripped T-shirts. Not my style.
There you go.
Dark Nugs, thank you for the $5. Yeah, that's not me. I wasn't a rock and roller, man. I'm an old rhythm and blues, soul, making love kind of music. That's what I like. Like Teddy Pendergraft, the OJ's, Isaac Hayes.
You're into more of the mellow stuff.
Yeah, I'm into that stuff that you get to work and you get to rock and you get to have and you get to make babies. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm into. That's what I was into. I love it though. It's great. I don't like that hard pounding rocking. I don't understand it. I don't like rap. I don't like that nasty rap.
Right.
That they talk about, their mothers, their sisters, their brothers, their dicks, their pussies. I don't get into that. I don't.
Mothers, dicks, and pussies. One of my favorite bands.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Rest in peace. That's right. Rest in peace. We got one person that is very upset in here came for the funeral. Yes, we must rest in peace. And now, if Cardiff's sister's coming on, I don't know. I did see her. She was on a show today. I don't know if you guys saw her. She got very nice blonde hair.
Oh, lovely.
And she had dark hair.
I believe I know who you're talking about. Yes. You imagine what if Cardiff is Potato Jesus and he resurrects in like 3 days and comes back? Yes, that'd be amazing. The resurrection of Cardiff Electric.
He's really Potato Jesus.
Potato Jesus.
I tell you what, that would be a whole new change. That's a game changer right there.
The world comes together finally. There's no more war. But Potato Jesus has returned to us.
And he's big a big old speech, and he's doing it in Washington Square across from the White House. He's got thousands and thousands of people there. And then here you and I come along, and they spot us, and he goes like this, you and you to the podium. And he brings us up to the podium, and you go wobbling up there, and I go wobbling up there, and we're just looking out, and we're saying, wow, look where we're at today.
We praise you, Potato Jesus. Yes.
So, I don't know. I tell you what, I really, it just really sickened me, and I know that Cardiff, it was just a pure error. From what they're saying, it was just a mistake.
Right? They didn't edit the nudity. They didn't edit the nudity out or something, or one of the scenes didn't edit out.
Something like that. I don't know. As much as Stuttering John likes to take the credit, which he did, he's boasting now. You mess with the Duke, and and even Shuley said on the show yesterday, look, that just like the John, go right at it. Who would want to take credit for something rotten like that?
John's a massive douche biscuit. Let's be honest. He's just an awful.
See, that's why I brought you up.
Human being.
Lou don't like to talk about Stuttering John because he don't like to dabble. So I got to really pick and choose with Lou, because if I get on a Stuttering John, he shuts his camera off and just goes.
Jeez.
He doesn't like it.
Yeah,
so
some people aren't into it. I accept that. I enjoy it. I listen to the shows. Yeah.
Right. But see, I want to have days and nights I want to talk about it, and I know that you and I got in common. We don't like that fat bastard.
No, fuck him. Fuck him hard with a giant rubber dick.
That's right. I don't even think a rubber dick is good for him. I don't even think that's good for him. That's too good for him.
That's true.
I think you should put a dick with razor blades all in it.
I was gonna say a barbed rubber dick, but
barbed wire dick.
Yeah,
and then ram him.
It's like one of those ECW matches. It's a barbed wire dick match. Yes.
And just ram it in his ass and watch it shred his asshole apart.
I don't want to watch that, Joey.
So I don't want to watch it, but have the report on him. Let's read this one here. I got another $2. Keel all the juice. Thank you for $2. Joey, I always thought you were a peaceful man. I am a peaceful man.
I love some of these days. It always make me laugh.
I am a peaceful man. I love peace. I love peace and yeah.
Bravo, Keel. That's a lovely one. Sorry, Joe.
Stuttering John, buddy. I mean, Stuttering John, you just cannot help but get mad and angry with you. That piece of, oh my God, he's just something else, man. Oh my God. I mean, there's nothing, and I imagine him falling in a lot of ways. Luke of the Vine here.
Hey, Luke.
Thank you. Cheers, Luke. Welcome. Miss Kitty says a piece of rough wood. And Miss Kitty, she's another one that would be great on a panel if we had a panel of 6 or 7 or 8 to rip on Stuttering John.
Has Miss Kitty ever been up before? I don't think
I she's welcome. If she ever said I want to come on, I bring her on in a heartbeat.
Yes.
In a heartbeat, I would bring her on. Absolutely. There's a few people I bring on. DG, I'm waiting for the return of DG, because DG and I we have a lot of fun when we do this. Luke of the Vine says Cardiff didn't pre-watch the movie. Seems like more than a mistake. Something smells like a red herring. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I just know you're.
Hadn't they all seen the movie before? I thought they'd all seen the movie before, though.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know for sure either. I don't think I did. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to really comment, but I could say Luke is on something there, because Cardiff is pretty smart and he would do things pretty thorough. So I don't know. Maybe it wasn't Cardiff. Maybe someone hijacked him and did it.
I guess Luke thinks maybe it's a work. I mean, you know how this universe is. People love to do.
Oh, you're thinking that? Yeah, he took his channel down himself.
Maybe that's what Luke is thinking. I mean, possibly.
I haven't even thought of that.
Oh, hey, Peter Parker.
What's it saying when you go to his channel? What's it saying? So
since Cardiff told me that it's down, it's gone. I don't think you can find it. I don't think you can even search it.
Wow, that potato might be. Yeah. You know what? That sounds just like the potato and Rocco B. Dabbler, and that's smells like them.
It would be crazy. This would be crazy if it was work. I don't think it's a work. I think they actually made a mistake and it came to So I just I don't know what even if it was a work, what would the payoff be? To I don't know, show up at John's house and bash him in the head. Surprise! I'm back. Yeah.
You remember?
Do that, but just
That's right. You remember the Ghostbusters movie with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be great if the potato got that big?
Stay Puft Marshmallow.
Throwing potatoes out all over John's town, and boom! And John hears this big roaring coming, and the potato's like, "I'm coming, John."
Not the first guy that John's heard say that. I'm coming, John.
Oh, John, I'm coming, baby. No.
Sour chives all over his face. Sour
Oh,
cream
my
and chives, I
God.
should say.
I tell you, I can't watch him for more than 20 minutes at a time.
Oh,
I
it's
have to think
painful.
I can't.
No, I can't. I'm watching other people goof on him. I can watch that all day, but I can't.
Yeah.
And even then, I find myself furious, wanting to punch
Yeah.
my phone when I'm watching it on my device. It's like, oh, I hate him so much.
How do you like his new thing, the elephant thing that he's doing?
He's been doing that for a while. It's been
Really?
stupid since the get go. It makes no sense. You know, it's like I know he's trying to say like that's it's like I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck it's supposed to mean. It's something he did in high school that makes sense to him and three other people.
I don't remember him doing that ever because the times I was on, he wasn't doing it then when I was going on with him, and then all of a sudden he starts doing this. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's several months. It's been several months since he's been doing.
Now I want to talk a little bit about this about Clay Dabbler.
Okay,
Clay Dabbler, I love to death. I think he's doing a brilliant job. And now, see, I know for a fact that Clay is a huge fan of John's. He's probably one of John's truest, sincerest fans in the world. I mean that, seriously. Clay has voiced that to me many times when I was going on with John. He was always loved John. And Clay, when people are saying, get paid for these, I don't want to do this for money. He would never take $1 from John. He super chats John. He's lucky he got the $20 out of me the other day. Because, I had to do that. But like Shuli said, Joey's smart. He knows the only way to get that ready. I had to go there. But you know what? Julie came back yesterday with a big super chat for Catalano TV yesterday that took care of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I was thinking of a friend. I was doing it to push John about that what he's doing to my friend and his family, and that's what I did it for. I didn't care about the 20. I'd have done $50. I would have done it if to just get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But Clay Dabbler, knowing what I know, that he's really, really sincerely a fan. And a lot of people think that he does handle John well. Do you think? John told him a couple times, "Shut up." I know. Right. I saw a couple where John put in place, and Clay just kept on going.
I think it all depends on how much alcohol Clay is consumed. I think the more alcohol Clay consumes, the more chatty he is, and the harder it is for John to get him to stop talking.
Yeah. Do you think at any point John will throw him off?
Unless Clay Dabbler really enables John, like he feeds into John's bullshit. So John loves that. He loves when anyone comes on and tells him how great he is and how right he is, and just agrees with everything he says. And the sun rises and sets on him. So unless Clay does something that John sees as a slight, like maybe he goes on one of the other shows he doesn't like, or has a tweet where he talks shit about John a little bit, I can't see John getting rid of him unless one of those things happens. Yeah.
Clay is deep down in his heart is a true fan, and John, what killed me is I know how true blue Clay is to him because Clay has told me himself, and it would kill me to see him treat Clay like that, But I know Clay would never probably go push that limit, but John is a very squirrely motherfucker. His biggest thing with me was he couldn't understand why, if I'm his friend, why am I going on Shuli now? Why am I going on Shuli now?
Right. Well, we know from recently there are people out there who think that you can't be friends with two different people. Yeah, we basically know from recent events that if you're friends with this person, you can't be friends with me. If you go on this person's show, you can't go on my show. And usually you tell those people to go fuck themselves because it's not the third grade.
I'm going to shut my camera for 1 second. You go ahead, keep going. My wife wants to get
because it's again, we're not children. I know I'm saying we're not children. I'm talking to a puppet. I understand the irony of this. Please don't have to explain it to me. But the idea like you can't be on my show and his show. It's just silly. It's like it's childish and stupid and just gay, for lack of a better term. So, good. It's my show now. Hi, everybody. This is unexpected. So let's see what's going on. I should do the Rob Solomon and start reading the chat and yelling at people. Be awesome.
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Problem, Joey. Yeah. You got back before I started the panic. Everything's good.
Yeah, I was really quick. I was listening to everything you're saying. You're right, man. I mean, it's just strange, man. It's just strange.
Wendy's done that to me a couple of times, but she said she'll be right back, and then leaves me alone for 45 minutes on her show.
Really? 45 minutes?
God, at least 45 minutes, and I'm just swimming, trying to figure out what to talk about.
Really? That's kind of man. Who did that? Well, John, he didn't leave nobody 45 minutes. He left me a couple times when he didn't. Get it
He's
back
done it to
to
Rob Saul a couple of times too, where he's left him
Yeah.
to his own devices,
Yeah.
and that was a terrible idea.
Now, Miss Kitty said hello, honey. She loved you,
Okay.
Miss Kitty.
Hi, Mrs.
You-
C. Say hello to Mrs. C for me. also,
The
Joey.
2K said hello, Mrs. C. And at 2K,
Hey.
she said, "Hey, do you has Rob been back? Has John or Rob been on John's show since John's been back?"
I don't think he's been on since he's been back. And John started off with the political show.
That's
He had
right. That's right.
the same talking heads he normally has on, and it seems like even like those guys are starting to get a little bit tired of John's routine. Not the Army Major, but the other guy, brother Brian Karen, whatever his name is. He seems to be getting tired of he seems to be getting tired of John's shit a little bit. But then John came back and did a couple of was more normal yelling about Shuley and Carl type shows.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Rob Saul on either one of those, at least not yet. Anyway,
Is it true that Rob wouldn't let John on his show? I mean, I saw something like that. last
I
week.
thought he was trying to get John on the show, but he's
Oh.
he's trying to make his show a mini John show where people call in and they shit on him and give him super chats to shit on him. He's trying to follow that model.
Oh,
But
he's like Ray DeVito does to me.
yeah. So it's kind of like, but the thing is, people know who John is despite, everything. And they want to shit on John. And people just don't give a shit about Rob Saul. They're not gonna fucking go on there and start throwing money at him to shit on him. They just don't care enough. So that model's not gonna work for him, I don't think.
Yeah, Ray has a tendency of bringing me on to get hate super chats to be able to get all his hate super chats.
There's a guy named Johnny Meyer who we had on our show a few times back when we were still monetized. And boy, did the hate super chats come in when he was on. Oh boy.
Hang on one second, buddy. One second.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yeah. So that was always fun. Hate super chats are a way to make some money, but you have to really either have a lot of people hating you or enough of the right people hating you to toss money at you.
Right.
To make a living off of it.
Oh, DG's got a great Sunday report. I'm at the bar now, Gavin. Tab paid, bartender happy, life is good. That's right. You tell him, DG.
Tab paid. He made sure to make sure we all knew the tab was paid.
You make sure that.
Way to go, DG.
My boy, I was with his corner everywhere, stepping away. That's my boy, DG. I got his back. Thank you for that update report. So I guess we're going to have, we just secured Rob Saul's the next big thing. Yeah, I think, Chad Zumach, I don't know if you guys have been watching his numbers, but blowing up. Blowing up. 600-700 in his live shows.
That just kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, though he would get a couple hundred people watching him. So he's
been hitting some high. He's really been on fire. I don't think he's drinking much, and I think he's got himself a little bit of shape. And he's on fire, man. He slammed John yesterday or today.
Oh, did he?
Dunked John.
Hey.
John made the mistake going in his chat with him a super chat. So John came back on him, but he annihilated John. John thinks he's funny. He's not.
No, God, he's so not funny. He's so
just not. He's not a good comedian. He's not.
There's nothing worse than someone who's stupid and doesn't know they're stupid, or someone who's not funny and thinks they're hilarious. And John is both of those things.
Yeah.
He's both of those things. He's stupid and not funny and thinks he's a genius and a comedic mastermind.
That's
ridiculous.
him. I heard him say yesterday. Was it yesterday he was on? Was it Friday? He was on Friday, right? Last time he was on was Friday. Well, he said he was going. Dan the Man and him were going out. So John was still in Florida. So Dan, he must have brought Dan the Man down to Florida. You see, he only brings Dan down when he needs work done on his house.
Right,
right. To order him around.
Or to get Dan his medication.
Can you believe this?
Medication.
Medication. But he calls Dan his friend for 45 years, but all I ever seen was ordering the guy around.
Right. Yeah.
And he's cooking for 45 years. I'd like to get him someday and talk with him. What? Oh, God. There's a guy that has everything on Stutter and John. That's the guy that has everything on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the whole thing with him selling his house to his mother for $10 and that whole fucking thing is it's insane. So, you know what the funny part is? If that house is now completely in his mother's name, if his mother, God forbid, kicked over tomorrow, that house now belongs to him and his brothers and sisters. Because it's her property, it's not his. So unless she specifically writes in a will somewhere that a house belongs to him, that now can be contested by every member of his family.
Yeah. He ain't the brightest, but anyhow, even if the lawsuit, whatever they call so-called lawsuit, which I think is going to wind up being all of a sudden it's going to disappear.
Oh yeah. I think this is just Vince fucking with him, so John kind of forcing John's hand to bring him back on the show again.
Yeah, and I know, or that's one, but maybe Vince already got a piece of that channel. That was one of the stipulations, and the rumors are that he's controlling the channel now. John's channel. I don't know if that's true, but here. I called Vince. I went on a show the other day on Friday, and I got a bone to pick with him. He said, "Oh, no problem. I'll take care of it." So, as you know, he brought High Pitch Eric on my show about a month and a half ago, and he kept telling Eric to pay him $200. Eric called me out and said, "You know what? He never paid me. He never fucking paid me. You you fucking pay me. You don't fucking understand me." And I'm like, "Why should I pay you? I didn't promise you the fucking money." So all along after I thought about it, I sent him $100. I told him, "This is all you're getting from me. It's all I can pay." And I can't even afford to pay you this, but I did it. Save face. I've been the right guy here. So I tell Vince, he goes, "You really paid him?" I go, "Yeah, I paid him." He goes, "Never pay him unless I tell you that I'm doing something with it." I go, "It doesn't matter. I paid him because he made me look like a jerk off." So he goes, "I'll take care of you, right?" He goes, "I'm going to send it to you." So I go, "Where's it at? I need the money." He goes, "I'm going to send it to you one of these days on a super chat." I go, "So I got to give up 40% of the money that I put out of my pocket and lose 40% to YouTube?" Yeah. So, Vince, give me my fucking money, man. The fuck, dude? You tell me you're a stand-up guy. You tell me I was a great guy for offering you my channel. I stay in front of you and you shit in my fucking face, dude. It's not fucking cool, Vince. Not cool.
Vince likes to poke. Vince does like to get reactions out of people. So you always got to kind of wonder where Vince is going to hit you from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I put $100 out there. I have to pay, and I'm pissed off about that, man.
Right. No, I get it. I get it totally. But even like with the lawsuit, I mean, part of me just so wanted him to follow through on it. I so hope he follows through. I just to see John in complete panic mode. Yeah, but Vince has an ulterior motive because he's not going to get $12.5 million from John. You know, despite John saying he's a millionaire, he's clearly not.
John ain't got 12.5 cents to rub together if he didn't have a YouTube page.
Right. You don't dip into your pensions 20 years early if you have millions of dollars. This doesn't work that way.
It's what, you know, I knew he was a piece of shit when I started seeing how, of course, when it took me for him to just go after the way he kept pressing my wife.
Yeah.
So I start. Now, I was such a big fan of his when he was 22 years old. We're the same age, Mina. We're only 2 months apart. So when I was 22, I'm watching him on the Stern Show starting out as an intern, and I'm following everything about him. I thought he was the greatest guy in the world, right? Then I followed him with all his stuff he did. And then to come into the Stableverse and watch guys like Carl and Shuli Network dig deep, and the fans that dug deep, the Lance Network News, and guys like that, all the people that have dug deep and showed actual fucking paper. Now, I would assume that most of it was well, at least I know what Shuli and Carl and them, it was all, whatever they found they put up was real. Some people like to put up stuff and critique it, but that's fine. But he had me nuts thinking when the day he had to get them out of his house because he had to sell the home, and he threw his family right on the street. He didn't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah. I bought this big house. Get the fuck out of it.
That fucking is absurd, man.
Yeah.
And then I went back and I watched some of the older stuff, and I've been watching a lot of it lately, just to see what I missed when I was younger. And you know what? I wanted to kick my own self in the ass. He was a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I overlooked it for years. For years. You know? Yes, this is a good update. You feel free. If Lance wants to come by anytime, tell Lance he can come on as a guest. You can come on, Doom. There's Doom. You can come on. I'd have you on, Doom. Anytime, you just let me know. We'll make arrangements. Doom says the Lance Network News is the premier source of Hackverse news. Yes, we know that. Great organization. And I endorsed them today. And I meant every word of it. And Lance has always been pretty nice to me. And I think he even came in here and he gave us a couple super chats one day. So
awesome.
So, you know, he's a nice guy. And I'm looking forward if he wants to come in and talk. And listen, I'm a friend to everybody. I want to help everybody, you know? You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's always good. Yeah, to support the other shows if they support you.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't imagine splitting anything down the middle. I'm not going to give up friendships because somebody is unhappy and miserable. You know. Yeah. Now, how's Jib doing? Was he on with you today?
Yes, Jib was on tonight.
How's he
having
doing?
A good time? He's good. He's doing good. He had a little eye thing. It's getting better. I think it's back to normal now, so he's been feeling good. He's in a new place. You know, he was.
Now, I had dinner at his new place. Remember?
Yes. Yeah. You were there. I was just gonna say you got to see it for yourself.
I had no shame going and sitting down at the table eating that dinner.
Oh, absolutely.
Dinner,
no,
man.
Yeah. Get off the road for an hour or two. Yeah, I was watching that.
Made me a nice meal. I went right in there and ate, man. I don't care. It was good, man. That was good food, man.
Jib is salt of the earth. That guy is so willing to help people. You know, when they need help, whether they're streaming or anything else for that matter. He has his knowledge of it, and he's willing to help people. And he's just a salt of the earth dude. Absolutely.
Yeah. He's interesting. I met a lot of interesting, nice people. Like I said, I can't go on by what he does. When anybody's mad or don't like somebody, I don't do business like that. I can't do that like that. I just can't.
No.
I can't.
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's not fair. And it kills me. It kills me because it kills me because of how close I got with Hackray. But
Yeah.
I haven't accepted terms. Here's what my answer. I don't accept your terms.
No.
I
No,
don't
when
accept.
someone tells you have to choose someone else or you, I guess it's stuff you learn basically when you're a kid. You have two friends, and one is telling you you can't be friends with me and him. You choose the one that's not making you choose.
That's
It's that
exactly
simple.
right.
You always
Exactly
just
right.
go that way.
I bet you a lot of parents told Stuttering John. Told a lot of people that John thought it was friends with. I bet you they told him, you got to choose, son. You cannot hang with Stuttering John, this idiot. You got to go with this kid. You know, I bet that happened a lot to him.
You can't hang out with him. Yes.
I bet it did happen to him because I can
Right.
imagine him. I can imagine him as a fucking fourth grader getting beat up by Dan.
Oh God.
I think Dan probably beat him up a lot before they
Yeah.
became friends.
Well, he told all those stories about how they used to run to the sump, and he had to go get his sister to fight the other boys for him.
Yeah, his sister
Little
fought everybody.
sissy. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I gotta
Oh,
get my
we can go,
sister.
Joyce.
I'll be right back. My
Yeah.
sister.
Right. I had to
My
go get
sister.
Joyce to beat
Do
up
you
the
know-
other boys for me.
My sister, number one prostitute. Number one prostitute in my
All-
country.
All of Kazakhstan.
Yeah. Costanza. Yeah.
But
Somebody got at me the other day.
Costanza was the guy on Seinfeld. Kazakhstan. That's the one. That's this country.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm going to say it differently because I'm fucking dumber than a box of rocks. So it don't matter, you know.
Whatever works. Yeah. The joke still works.
I got somebody got on me. I got the Catholic fucking. I got some Catholic people chasing me around now because I made a bad crack about the Pope the other day.
Oh God. Really?
So they fucking haunt me. I got to
Well, you
run.
both
I
got
got to
cool
look everywhere I
hats.
go now.
Mm.
You know,
You
I
and
was
the Pope
raised
both got cool
Catholic.
hats, though. It should be good.
You know, but
Yeah,
Catholic
me too.
people, they're corrupt. A lot of
Yeah,
corruption in the Catholic Church.
Mm. Yeah, Nimrod,
You know?
Nimrod was an altar boy, so he
I was an altar boy too.
yeah.
And all I remember is the father, as we were, he would part my hair, going, "Bless you, my son. Oh yes, bless you, my son. Oh yes, bless you, my son." Yeah, you know, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's
It's like having a job you didn't get paid for. It's
Exactly.
like being an
And you
altar
want to
boy.
know
It's
something? They really drank wine in the back, man. When you're getting it ready, the sacred wine.
some of the
they bring
priests
that-
did, yeah. There were a
That bucket,
couple,
they be soft water giving their while they're
Oh, yeah.
preaching.
yeah,
you
there were
know?
definitely a few priests that dipped into the sacramental wine. Absolutely. There's a
I
few.
had one guy, Father Coletti,
Mm.
real nice guy. He was a flamer.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I think every church had that one flamer priest.
But he was a classy one. He was
Right.
assigned to Villa Scalabrini, which is a nursing home for elderly. But it was only a nursing home for you had to be Italian. The only way you go there and put your loved ones there, you had to be 100% Italian. You had to be descended of someone from. You had to have a very Italian name. You had to have
Yeah.
something with a vowel. It was called Villa Scalabrini, the nursing home for all Italian Americans. And,
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah, so a lot of Italian Americans donate. You know, they buy a block there and they build new building and get your plaque on there. My grandfather donated a lot of money there, and my grandmother's mother stayed in there 9 years after that. My grandmother died. She was in there. She went a little cuckoo, but yeah, and that's when I was over there. I was it was one of my jobs. I had a job there. I was working a night job there part time as the desk.
Right.
You know, I oversee. I answered the phones and. It's just someone that was in the lobby, so you know nobody gets through into the back part of the nursing home. So I'm there with my cousin, and Father Coletti would come in about 9 o'clock every night. He always flirted me because I was a pretty good looking guy at 21, you know. And he was like, "Anytime there, kid." I said, "Father, not in this lifetime. Not in this lifetime." Not in this lifetime. Yeah.
I always felt ugly. I was an altar boy for 8 years and didn't get molested one time.
Yeah, you're lucky.
What's wrong with me? I was a cute kid.
No, you're lucky. I mean, because you know what? I'm not saying. Out of all the religion there is, and I like to talk about religion, Catholic Church is probably the biggest scam in the world. It really is. They're worth more money than most people in the entire world. That's
This
how
is not
much
gonna
money they're betting.
This is not going to help with your Pope comment from yesterday, Joey. Just, you
Yeah,
know.
well, you know. Well, I mean, come on, he's an idiot. What guy goes on the street of parade and got a glass box around him? He's so
Well,
afraid, you
I
know.
mean, you know, look at Trump. The last couple of live events he did, he's been behind bulletproof glass. After
Yeah, I mean, come
someone
on.
literally took a shot at him. It's like, okay,
But he
you know,
got
maybe-
shot, though. He got
Yeah,
shot, though.
right,
So he's
that's
got
what I'm saying.
shoot.
Yeah,
Who's going to take a shot at the
behind
Pope? You think anybody
Well-
would try to hurt the Pope?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's radical people of all,
Really?
you know, yeah. I mean, there's other religions that think Catholicism and Christianity is an abomination.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Yeah, so.
You know, but the Vatican is one of the richest. They
Oh, yeah.
wash all the money there for all the Sicilian mob. That's
The
their
Vatican-
bank.
The Vatican is technically its own country.
Its own country. That's right.
Yes. Mhm.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Very
this-
corrupt.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you were Nimrod. Your big brother was Nimrod was a altar boy. So tell Nimrod. I know he can hear me. Nimrod, check this out. You got a church, Catholic church. On Fridays they had casino night. They set up a full casino in the church.
Yeah. Some of the churches do that.
Saturday bingo night. The mob come in and take their rate and give them, and Sunday they're preaching God. How much of hypocrites are they? You know?
Well, they would always say it was for charity. It was like, we're going to have a casino night for charity. So many, such and such amount of the proceeds go to whatever. We're building a wing of the church next door or whatever it was. Yeah.
The gangsters did that so they got guaranteed to get into heaven when they died for all the bad they did. So they would make sure they pad the Catholic Church with as much money as they could. You know, that was a technicality why they did it. They did it because what better to have a padre in your pocket, a church in your pocket, if you need a credibility, someone to stand up for you, give you to talk about you. That I knew him as a little boy. He was a good boy. Something for court purposes. You bring in for character witness. What better person to have than the church, the whole church behind you.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. It's a huge organization, obviously.
Yeah, but I mean, not one time have I heard any Catholic priest ever being put in prison forever. I don't think have they ever done it. I don't think they've ever done it, have they?
For financial corruption?
No. Not for kids, being bad to kids.
In jail, I haven't heard anyone. I mean, I'm sure it's happened at some point. It was super egregious, but usually they tend to get reassigned, and you're in Detroit, all right. You're going to Uzbekistan. You can enjoy that.
They get rid of them quick, and they pay big money under the table to shut it up. So.
Yeah, it's usually what's happening. At least what it used to. It's a little harder to do that now these days because again, because of social media and something like that happens, it's all over the place. Yeah, it's hard to hide it now.
We got another super chat. Circus Renee, thank you for the $4.99. As John would say, I'll spend it. Just kidding. Thank you, John. You see how he reads the 99 super chat?
Oh, he's such a douchebag.
I can't wait to spend it. He's a jerk off, man.
He's a total jerk off.
That shows, Joey. Doug from the WATP goes, Doug, hello, brother. Doug, thank you. Thank you, man. Say hello to Carl and Jenny for me. Everybody there. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate what you did in the past for us. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Very much, sir. Very much.
Catching up on WATPs for the last because he's been listening to 5-6 WATP episodes a day.
Carl spoke very highly about you to me when I told him about the donation you gave. And that's why I made that video for you. God bless you, brother. Thank you. Awesome. I'm learning. I watch Carl and Julie and I try to learn, but I'm a long way from being perfected. But I'm not a comedian, but I'll still try to give a good show there. Thank you for coming in. That's really nice of you. Everybody, Circus Grenade. Great guy. Thank you. What were you saying out there, 2K?
I said
you fucking made it 8 years as an altar boy?
Yeah. From 1st grade to 8th grade. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You gotta be you gotta be like the rap Mac Daddy of the altar boys.
He was the and please pardon the term, the head altar boy at one point. He was setting up the schedules and shit like that.
Really?
When he was in 8th grade. Yeah.
I knew there was a lot of good in him when I was talking with him the other day. I could just see the goodness in him.
Well, because there was a hierarchy because like weddings was the one time you could potentially make money because usually the best man would tip you at the end of the thing. Yeah, so all the altar boys wanted to do the wedding. So all right, we're gonna.
That's right. I remember that. You've got asked to be on special events at the church. You've got potentially you could make. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Right.
I got banned from CC catechism classes on Wednesday. You have to go. You have to go prepare for the classes to be like your confirmation. Before you make your confirmation and your Holy Communion. The nuns used to hit you with the ruler on the hand, and I didn't sit well with me after a couple of years. I grabbed that one day. She went to whack my hands with that. I grabbed that wooden ruler out of her hand. I said, "What are you gonna do now, bitch?" I got in trouble. I got called into the priest office, and they wanted to expel me from taking the classes, and I couldn't make my confirmation.
He got kicked off the altar once because something happened. I can't remember. I think it was either someone on the altar took a header. And then the altar we couldn't stop. What's like you is when you get the giggles and you can't stop.
Yeah.
And then we just could not stop giggling. And the priest you can't behave yourselves. You're gonna get we're yeah, you're 100% right. We should not be here, but we cannot stop laughing.
Wow.
And the second we got outside, we just burst into hysterics. We could not. We let it all out.
I mean, there is a lot of you could find a lot. Believe it or not, a comedian could find a lot of humor going to church on Sundays at Catholic church. You really can. You really can. I mean, if you're good at that, to detail, to look out at the best, like kind of like Bob Levy, he could spot somebody, and I could make good drop. That guy could make good drops for us, and it kind of like he did to me. Bob just says, "Wait a minute, I want you to say this," and I say it, and then all of a sudden you turn around, you got 100 drops that from everything they were telling me to say, and it was golden. It was just gold. Everything was gold, And to me, that's how I think of the Catholic Church. There's so much gold. If you want to be funny, you could find the funny in the Catholic Church.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, not like there hasn't been Catholic Church jokes for a long time. That's been obviously a source of comedy for quite some time. But but I think if you were actually inside, you could definitely write a book of comedy.
Book for sure. Yeah, I'm not 100% to say this. I didn't physically see the article. I'm researching the article now to see if it's still there. There was a rumor. Now, someone told me from Chicago, and this was a while back, that a very old Catholic church that was like near downtown Chicago, they wound up tearing it down. It was so old. It was decaying, and I think the archdiocese was forced to close the church. It was just too expensive to put money into it. So they just didn't want it. They just didn't want to close the church up. Well, eventually, someone bought that property, and they tore the church down. This is what someone told me from Chicago. And as they were, and I'm gonna get to this. I'm just gonna see if I can find it. If I can find the article, it'd be better for me to tell it that way.
Okay.
But if I don't find the article, I'm just telling you what I heard. Right? I can't 100% say it's true. But
no worries.
Under the church after tearing it down. But there was a rumor, and I'll just give you the basic. If I find the article, then it'd be good to confirm it. But let me read it down. Now I don't know if it was true. Someone could be just making this up. But let me see. The Catholic Church shocked at the hundreds of children remained in a mass grave. Oh, yes, it is true. It is true. It is true. Okay.
Good thing.
Apparently, they closed the church down in Chicago. And because someone bought it, they were building something else there. Somebody came in and bought the product. As they're tearing the building down and digging into the ground, they found hundreds and hundreds of still babies that were dead, buried underneath the church.
Yikes.
And apparently that nuns got pregnant, and when the babies were born, they killed the babies in the church and buried them underneath the church.
Oh Jesus! How many probably nuns were getting knocked up in this fucking place? Like how many? Did they say how many babies we're talking about? Like,
well, I'm gonna see. I hope I got the right article.
There's like dozens of babies. I'm gonna
put this up. It says the Catholic Church is shocked at the hundreds of children buried at. No, I don't know if this is done. This is make sure this is Chicago. I put Chicago. It says, let me just read this before I put it up. I don't want to make it. Like I said, I'm telling the story because this was hearsay. I didn't research it, but let me just read this. See where this is at. Because I don't know. I don't look at Chicago Church. According to this work, it says here, and I'm shocked is by the pretense of so much shock when Corliss discovered death certificates for 796 children at the home between 1925 and 1961, but burial records for only 2. So they're claiming now. This is definitely not the one in Chicago. This is something else. This is the Ryan report in 2009.
Okay.
So I don't. I'm gonna show this. So
they're using babies as mortar. Jesus Christ.
But I'm gonna keep digging and search about the one in Chicago because they found in Chicago. They claim the construction workers ripping down the demolition team. They found just newborn babies. Just you could tell they were just born. Because the umbilical cords are still to them. So if that's true, and not one person was prosecuted, are you there?
Hello? Yeah, I'm here. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know if I can. You understand what I'm saying? If that's any truth to that,
right?
I got to find out. But this is an interesting.
Did it say how over how long a time period you were talking about? Like
for Chicago,
this decades of babies being buried in this place.
Well, I'm assuming that the one in Chicago would be decades. This one is decades too. Now I'm going to see what they're talking about here. I clicked on the first article, and I probably should have. I really wanted to talk about this because let me tell you something. It goes to show you how they cover the priest. They put priests. They put them in exile. They put them in monks. And they put them in mountains where they got no TV, no outside communication, and they stay there till they die. They just reassign them, and all they got to their repentance is to pray all day, eat minimum, and they just stay in a room of brick walls, and they have to repent by doing garden work. And it's Catholic Church is so forgiving. Yeah. I mean, I used to go get confession, run into church and say, and the father confess my sin. All right, Joseph, 5 Hail Marys, 5 Our Fathers, you're clear. shit, for that rap, I'm good, man. I
Yeah.
another week to go out and commit crimes, you know?
Yeah.
That's all forgiving there.
You ever like go to confession? You haven't really done anything. You're trying to think when you were a kid, and trying to think of shit that you did. Like,
And, you know, you have
said
to
a
do a
bad
confession.
word. Yeah.
Yes, you could do it two ways. You could go into the priest's office and do it face to face, or you go into the confessional box.
We always did confessional. Yeah, it was always confessional when we were kids.
Yeah, but they offered the church in my neighborhood. You could go in and go one on one. But I think maybe that was not a rule that they should have done. Maybe that's how they lured the kids into the office.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We don't get something.
Listen.
You know, but I think if we start investigating this, I think the Catholic Charity, they would hire a hitman to kill you.
Oh, well, then let's avoid this subject.
No, that's my belief. I don't know. I could be wrong. But here it is. Here's the article. If we bring it up, I'm gonna have to scroll down. But I don't know. Yeah, this article is more than 7 years old. So here it is. It says, the title says, the Catholic Church is shocked at the hundreds of children buried at, what is that? Tuam? I don't know.
Tuam. It was like Tuam. Yeah,
Tuam,
like Guam, Tuam, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So wherever this place is at, this guy, O'Toole guy, he wrote this article. So let's scroll down.
I thought they said Otuke for a second. I'm like, oh
What
no.
happened there? Okay.
I didn't write the article, I swear.
Oh, so I got to go down. I got to over here and do this way. Okay, got it. Okay, here we go. So now we go. There's, I guess, this thing here. If you can see these guys walking across, I don't know what that is, and if that's how they detected the bodies underneath the. But here's the article where it starts, and we'll look at this. This is very fucking interesting because it goes. I've never heard one person be brought to justice with this happening. I never even heard this till just now. This person told me that it happened in Chicago. I mean, you can see it says it has been confirmed that significant number of children remains lie in mass graves adjacent to a former home from unmarried mothers. So they were doing the births in the church.
Oh, okay.
And probably telling them it was a sin to keep the baby.
Mm-hmm.
My guess is you have to be married. To be not married is a sin to be a Catholic. We'll take the baby from you. We'll find you the home. And they were probably killing the kids. They were serial killers.
Yeesh.
This is sickening. That's weird. The Bond Sikor sister in Tuam country. This is in that country. So this is definitely not the one in Chicago. But no. This is sick. I don't even want to read it, but I'm just saying it's sick. If this is true, this is how they get away with everything. I've never seen the Catholic.
That's just, I mean, not knowing what the circumstances are around it, not sure there's some kind of sickness in the area at the time that was causing it, like infant mortality or something. Who knows? But yeah, that many in there, that's crazy.
So I gotta say, a big shout out to Nimrod for making it for 9 years and not getting touched.
Yeah. Yes. Apparently, he was a very ugly child.
Well, you know,
he thought he was.
I don't think that had anything
but
to do
apparently
with
the priest didn't think so. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I've never heard anybody go 9 years. That's
first grade age. It's like 8 years. It was 8 years. Yeah. I don't want to show off or anything. It's only 8 years.
Yeah, you know, I tried to be a good kid when I was a little kid. You know, I was a mean little bastard when I was a kid, though. But I became a patrol boy once in school. Remember the patrol boys with the orange belts?
We had badges. They gave us badges.
Yeah, we wore this orange belt, and I only did it to be corrupt. I was 8 years old, and I thought about being corrupt with being a patrol boy. Isn't that sick of me?
At least you knew what you wanted to be early in life. Not everyone has that.
Because I had bad influences. My dad wasn't around. He hated me. He didn't care. He didn't give me no support. My mother couldn't control me. But you know what? And people want to know, your baseball stories are boring. It's boring, but because baseball saved my life. That's what saved me from either dead or in prison the rest of my life. That's why I have such a love for the game. It's a great national pastime. Yeah.
Have you thought of doing like a sports show? Like just like a straight up.
We're in the works of doing that. I've got a meeting tonight. I got a big meeting tonight with my new co-host for this. Is going to be. I think we could say it because he said it on air a couple of days ago that he would do this. Gonzo Shitcock's going to be my co-host on it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But here's the thing. I talked with some heavy hitters today. Doom was one of them, and I consider these guys very knowledgeable. How do I brand it? Because I'm stuck with the Devilverse. Even a lot of people said that. Even Shuey told me. Even Carlson. You're tagged at Devilverse, buddy.
Right.
You'll never be able to do that show to make it be successful on YouTube. You got to forget.
your co-host is named Gonzo Shitcock, which is kind of, I mean, it's synonymous with Howard Stern. Stern is kind of,
But here's the thing.
where the Dabble Force's origins are, because that's where Stuttering John comes from. So it's kind of hard. It might be hard to separate yourself,
Well,
when you're both
first of all, they said I
involved in
can't use Joey C. I can't use Catalano TV. So I can't bring this show on the monetized channel. So this is like taking this elsewhere, so now I'm on Rumble and I'm looking at all the baseball shows on Rumble, and I'm gonna start going around and checking these shows out and probably try to PR me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get the other contact creators, let them know that I worked 10 years in the major leagues as a bat boy, and I got a lot of, and I'm gonna be trying to start a new show. I got to do that, but I can't. It can't be part of Catalan TV because they're right. The minute the Dabbleverse sees me on air, they come running, and it's never going to work.
Would you consider starting its own channel, like literally like
yes,
a channel for that?
That's what I have to do. I have to build this from ground up. It's got to be from ground up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very tricky. That's the only way it could possibly work. Now, Gonzo, he's knowledgeable of the era that I worked in the big leagues as a bat boy.
Okay.
So here's the theme of the show. It's just 2 or 3 guys sitting at a round table. Maybe like we bring in like a guest, Gonzo Lee, and we bring in a Bob Lee who's a big baseball fan. We bring in like a Mike Morse who's a baseball fan, or anybody else who's a big like Rostock baseball fan.
Right, they could tell some stories.
Right. The whole idea is instead of me sitting here on screen and just telling the stories out. But if we could find an audience of people from that era that had a favorite player and possibly I interacted with that player, those people would do anything to hear a story about their hero if I had any action with him. So Gonzo spent a lot of time, a couple weeks, doing a lot of research of all, because he asked me for a complete resume of every team I worked for, major minor leagues. And he took the time to give me, now he goes, I'm not a producer. I don't know how to start a show. I'm your friend. I think your stories are wonderful because I'm a big baseball fan. I'll definitely be there as a fan. If you could find the audience of people from that generation of the guys, I was around my era, the guys I worked with, the players that I was around. You know how many of them went to the Hall of Fame? I was around in the end of the 70s and the 80s of some major Hall of Famers, and I interacted with. I hung out with Strawberry. These are guys I did. I got a lot. So he wanted to jar my memory because DG is the one that told everybody, especially Shuley. When Shuley had talked to DG, he says, and DG goes, "You're right." And DG goes, "He's got 1 million hours of content in his head locked that he hasn't even begun to remember." And DG knows
that's a lot of hours.
I got a lot because I've done a lot of crazy shit, but I got a lot of memories that I. So Gonzo thought by me seeing the roster of the team with all the players that I was that year wherever I was at, it would jar a story about those players. If I saw rosters from that era,
that's a good idea,
and it was a great idea. So I'm studying these rosters and me and him testing it. He goes, "All right, what about this guy?" And I go, "Oh, I got a good story with the guy." I remember it just came because I saw the name. It was like bringing me back to that time. But to make it work, he goes, "You got to have somebody that's a little funny, someone that can be a little argumentative with me, and not be a yes man, and kind of razz me a little bit, about the story, or maybe I'm not telling the right story, and make it kind of funny, but also get the audience of it's just a hang. It's just got people, it's old souls, wanting to find their youth again from these baseball stories."
Yeah, and obviously want the stories to have a bit of a hook to it, so just go draw them in something. But people don't know, or is funny, or is anecdotal, something like that. That'll,
And I want to do this. This was my first passion. I started out on YouTube over 11 years ago, interviewing baseball players and putting them up, and interviewing coaches. That's what before we had the live show. That's what I got my other page. I don't know. I mean, I got what the hell is my other page? I'll show you my other page. I can't get. I locked out of it. When I went to prison, I lost the lockout for my email to that attached to that page, which is my email I've used for the last 15 years.
Yes.
Well, here's it. I'll tell you what the good story, but why I'm locked out. Why I can't remember the password. Now, let me find this whole page. Here's what happened. When I went to prison, I wrote down on a piece of paper every possible password that I have used since I had that account. Okay, every possible one. And I put that away somewhere where I could have that paper when I get out, just when I get back into some of my accounts. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And the person that I hold it got rid of it, threw it out by accident. Okay, so now I'm trying to guess, and I swear to God, here's why I'm locked out. When I was on drugs, I got paranoid a lot that people were trying to get in my accounts. I would change my password 4 times a day.
Oh,
and I got so I changed it so many fucking times. That I don't remember. So I kept I remembered about 30 of them. And you call Google, and I gave all the I gave my birthday, and none of this information matched. Like, what do you mean? That's my legit birthday. All they said was the only way you get back is go to the same Wi-Fi network that you were on that before that'll pick you up. Give a phone number. That's the problem. The phone number I attached to that email, I can't get them. So I called the number, and someone's got the number, and I begged the guy, "There's a code coming to your phone. Can you please give me it?" No, he wouldn't. Fucking told me no. I thought I was trying to trick him up. And I had another phone number to a couple of emails that I had. I got those back because that person, after fighting with them for 6 months, telling them I'm not trying to go in their accounts and steal anything. Those were my accounts. These are my old numbers. The one number is still registered to me. I had it for 15 years. My old number, which is not mine for the last. I gave it up in 2016, so it's been gone for 8 years. But it was the number I used for people to call me for a taxi, 727-239-6400. That was my number. And if you look it up, it's still registered to my name. So I told the guy, I own the fucking number. I'll shut that phone off if you don't give me the code. He goes, go right ahead. Now you're not getting the number ever. So I called him the next day. I threatened him. I go, I want the fucking code. He goes, yeah, you're doing real good. Keep threatening me every day. Go ahead. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to go. And I'm going to turn his phone off. When I know what company's when I'm turning it off. That's my number.
Do you have that track the phone thing where you can find out where it is? Or
I got all that. I know where he lives and everything.
Oh, okay, good.
I want to get my email back because it's got every possible thing of my whole life in that email. And I lost pictures, photos, videos of my great. Everything's attached to that, and I can't remember the password for the life of me. Can't remember the password. So that's why I started this page. But here's my old page. One of my old pages that I used to throw the interview. Let me see if I can get this right here. This is my old page, right here. So I could show this and not get no trouble. It's my page. It belongs to me. How about that? No one can say anything about this because I own this page. Why nobody could get into it. YouTube won't. YouTube. I go look at the fucking picture. Look at my do a comparison from my fucking channel here to me. You'll see it's mine. I mean, they're like, oh, nothing matches. I go. Just look at the videos. See me now. I said, it's me. And they're like, nope, can't get you in there. And what the fuck? Forget about Google and YouTube. They suck. They suck. It's like
a nonstop Abbott and Costello routine.
It's
who's on first constantly.
Here's my very first. This is one of my first. I used to do it from a cigar shop. I used to hang at a cigar club. And this was my interviewing the owner. And here's Uncle Chuck. Chucky, this was the same night. This was our very first air. And that was 12 years ago, you see? 12 years ago. And this is my daughter. This is a video I made, crazy video I made at home. This is me this is me in Hagerstown with Spader, the old stadium when it was with the Washington. I used to go out and I used to dress this. I found the hot dog suit buried in the locker room in the trunk. So I got it out and I I found this wig. So I used to go out there and fucking, they had a thing that shoots T-shirts out of the rocket launcher. I used to shoot hot dogs out of it. I used to go on my own and just go out there in the 7th and 8th inning and do it and dress up like. Here's a great video. Let me show you this video. This is me in Hagerstown. This was a pretest of it. Let me get it.
I have a nightmare of just not paying attention and blasting the side of the face with a hot dog.
Here we go. Wait, I gotta share it. Present.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wait, we shared it. Is it coming up? Okay, it's coming up.
Okay.
No, we stream here. It did start. Shit.
Yeah, it is.
What? It's not on. Why? Some sound.
It's playing. The audio. I mean,
it's a sound here. Yeah.
They're cheering for our sons. Go Suns, go Suns, go Suns.
Here we go. Here we go.
We have a special surprise for you tomorrow in Hagerstown, Maryland for the Hagerstown Suns. Boombox, the hot dog man.
That's me.
Boombox.
Come on.
Hey, it's Vinny Boombox.
Sun Stadium will be the Boombox, the hot dog man.
See how nice my clubhouse was, like a major league format. Look at that.
Go Suns, go Suns. Hey, hot dog man, get your hot dog here. I'm the hot dog man. I'm the hot dog man. I'm the hot dog man. You can find me in Hagerstown tomorrow. I'll be passing out the hot dogs at the stadium. I am the hot dog Boombox, the hot dog, and you will see me tomorrow. Remember, Boombox, the hot dog man. See you tomorrow.
Really brought
Yeah.
it home, Joe. You really brought it home.
We have a special surprise
Huh?
for you
I brought it home,
tomorrow.
didn't I? Did I bring it home?
I'm sold. I want some hot dogs now. I'm hungry.
Can I tell you
Somebody
what?
give me a hot dog, please.
Can I tell you what?
Yes.
I was heavily sedated on drugs when I did that.
Oh God. Well, I'm sure it helped actually. To be not to be self-conscious about it, not give a shit. I'm going for it.
Thank you, dear. Let me tell you something. I was glad because I met Spider there. That's where Spider I met him. That's where his place where he worked. He was a bat boy there. I made him my assistant. That's when he started dating my daughter. But and that's the only thing that came out. It was the worst stadium I've ever seen. It was one of the oldest stadiums. They say Babe Ruth played at this stadium. And
What was the capacity roughly for that place? Like how big?
Oh, hardly nothing. Maybe 1,500 people.
Oh, okay.
It had bleachers. It didn't have no regular seats. It had regular bleachers. Just bleachers
Gotcha.
like a high school. It was so old. But the field was nice. They took care of the field. The clubhouses were terrible. When they hired me, the whole idea was, can you turn this into a clubhouse again? And you see, I did my best. When the owner flew down, he owns golf courses in Florida, and he come down to meet me. And he walked in the locker room, and from previous years, he went in and says, "Oh my God, it looks like a real locker room. Where's Joe at?" And he introduced me because I'm the owner, and blah blah blah. He goes, "You know what? How much am I paying you?" I go, "Not enough." That's like, "Oh, not enough." And he goes, "Whatever it is." I go, "Well, I charge the players per diem clubhouse dues, and I got tips for the players." And he was paying me $2,000 a month, so I was getting $10,000 from him. He goes, "Triple it." So
Nice.
I went from $1,000 a month to $3,000 a month.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And they gave me a $10,000 bonus right on the spot. He wrote me a check right there and gave me a $10,000 bonus.
Oh, sweet. Cool.
And the season hadn't even started yet. I turned that into. I just used what I had, all my experience, and first thing we blew out the mats. We scrubbed them, a lot of detail and cleaning there. Put furniture in a better place. Made the room where the players could have their snacks and their cereal. Got a couple refrigerators in there for milk and orange juice and stuff like that. But the whole key is when you're done with the uniform, hang those jerseys on the outside like the major league players, the clubhouse do.
Yeah.
So when they come in, they'd be proud to come in. And I did the best I can. But he loved me. And you know what? I took that money great because that paid me for my job, so I deserved it. You know what I'm saying? But
What level was this, Joey? What was it? Was it single A, double A?
That was low ball. That was low ball in 2013.
Gotcha. Okay.
My friend's kid was the clubhouse manager for the Nationals in the minor leagues. He's now the Atlanta Braves clubhouse manager, home clubhouse manager, and the equipment manager. He got the big league job finally. And my friend was in it for 30 years as the Rangers. He was the Dodgers minor league guy, and he became the Texas Rangers visiting guy and the home guy. Good friend of mine, and all his kids are in baseball. His two sons, his second oldest son and his third oldest son, they went to college, and his one son became the general manager of the Milwaukee Brewers. His other son became the general manager of the Atlanta Braves. His youngest son worked in the clubhouse like his father. And
Disappointment. Sorry.
So two sons went in the clubhouse business. Two sons went in the baseball business, and both of them became general managers. Both of them became general managers. You understand? So, let's see. One's a general manager, and one was a player. He was the head of scouting, and I think he did. I think he took the job at the Braves. But anyhow, the Braves hired the second youngest kid and made him the head clubhouse guy. That's a big job. That's a couple $100,000 a year just in per diem for the players if you got a good team. It's a job that when you get the top job in the big leagues, you'll never quit.
Right.
For one, you'll never see that the job's got to be handed to you. You got to know people. I don't care, and you got to be very good at the job. You got to work a lot of years in the minor leagues to get those jobs. But a lot of times, what'll happen, guys will be assistants in the big leagues, and then some owner will want to put his dorky nephew in there.
Right.
When the guy dies, and you're waiting there, I'm getting the job. I've been waiting 30 years to get the head job, and then they bring you in and say, "Listen, we know you've been with us 30 years and loyal. We're going to keep you in that position. We're bringing my nephew in who knows nothing about baseball."
Right.
And he gets the job because he wants to help his sister out. His sister's crying. "What about your nephews and nieces? You're so rich, you can't give them a job." And he goes, "All right, I'll put him in the clubhouse at the ballpark." Because he knows the assistant's going to do all the work, and his nephew's going to sit there and shine and collect all the money.
That's why you should
bullshit.
only promote orphans.
Right.
Don't have to worry about that. Yes.
Bullshit.
Orphans with no family.
So, yeah, that was one of my crazy schemes. But let me see what else I got on my page. I did a lot. Interviews were great. But I sucked, though. I didn't have equipment. I didn't edit nothing. I just put it right up there. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to show you this. And there's songs in this, but the first song in there is okay. I can play it because it's the only person that owns the song. But I'm only going to play part. I only can play part of it. So because most of it's got the second half has got my all my family in it. So I can't do that. But I'll show you some of this.
Okay.
The music, I only can play. I gotta make it silent. No, I'm gonna make it silent anyhow. Let's just show you this. I made a video when I retired from baseball, saying farewell to baseball.
Oh,
now I can show you. I'm just gonna turn the music. I'm gonna make it silent so nobody can hear.
It's like the Lou Gehrig speech.
Kind of like the Lou Gehrig speech, yeah. But this is me as a young Joey Catalano. Right? This was me. Just that good boy that was a bad boy but became a good boy. You know what I'm saying? But baseball saved my life. This is what really saved my. I mean, I got so much love for this game that I'll never. Yeah, it's got a holds a warm spot in my place, in my heart. So because it saved my life. So I'm not gonna play the music.
Okay.
The first song is done by my stepson I raised. He wrote it and the beat and everything, but I don't want to. He might not want it out there. So
Gotcha. I understand.
I didn't ask him, so I don't want him calling me up, yelling at me. So let's see, how do I go here? Let's go here. So I'm just gonna play. Did I share it? Is it on the screen?
It's on the screen. Yeah.
That's me right there, man. Look at that nappy
Joey.
hair like that. Look at that. That's me.
It's Joey.
That's me. Look at me. I was like 4 or 5 years old there. Look at
Lowercase C, get little C there, right?
yeah, look, there's me. Look at it. I was a kid. Look at that look I had. 1974 at the White Sox. My grandparents was dressed. Now here's me. In sixth grade, my sister, my brother, and my other sister. See, me. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Pirates.
That's me. Yeah. There's me in my first day at Wrigley Field working in the locker room. That's how young I was. Fast Eddie Felson. We used to make fun of him. That's Sandy Crum. He's the trainer for the Marlins. Yeah. See, there's my locker right there, Joe Catalano. See right there?
Gotcha. Yep, see it.
Yeah. And that right there was all the super. That's Wrigley Field, and I never showed it. It's been up on. I don't know if that's me when I was 17. Look at that crowd at Wrigley Field, man. Look at that crowd.
Oh wow, yeah, it's cool.
Packed house. That's ball girl. Me and Marlon Collins, the one that plays for Playboy and got fired for the Cubs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was me at 17. That was 1982.
In Japan.
I wore all the visiting. I was a visiting bat boy. See, there's me in a Cardinal uniform. I mean, I got tons of pictures of me in every uniform. I just put this together with someone. One of the photographers took this picture of me, and then there's me. One day I was on the club side, and Sandy was the bat boy for the busy side. But there's me in the newspaper on the road. I made the newspaper. Chicago Sun-Times. That's me. Giving them a high five at the home plate. That's me in Cincinnati on the on-deck circle right there. That's me. Billy Buckner right there. There's me and Lenny Randall on the bench. This is on the road. I was on a road trip with the Cubs.
Gotcha.
So there's me in the batting circle. Old Riverfront Stadium. Yeah. There's me and Cookie Rojas, the great Cookie Rojas.
Riverfront with Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, at the old stadium was Riverfront.
Yeah.
That's my boy, one of my true friends. I had him as I was club manager when he came up, and he played 12 years in the big leagues. Great guy, good friend of mine. Talked to him all the time. Gerald Laird, the great Gerald Laird.
Oh, I'm here.
There's my hero. That's my idol, my hero, the guy. Pete Rose, the greatest. And I would make little things like Pete Rose has 4,256 hits under his belt and not in the Hall of Fame. There's Leon Bull Durham. I just talked to Leon Bull Durham 3 days ago. Talked to him on the phone. I talked to Bull. That's my daughter, Heather, the one that everybody knows her anyhow right now. Her picture's all over the place. That was when Vizzy Clubhouse at AAA. We're preparing to. No, that was the home clubhouse. That was the Redhawks, which was that's the Vizzy Clubhouse. I ran both home and Vizzy in Oklahoma City AAA for the Rangers. That was the Major League Kitchen in Arizona. That was the kitchen for all the players that have coolers that come in. That's in Arlington, Texas. That's my good friend, like my family. That's his office at the ballpark in Arlington. That was spring training in Arizona. That was the crew. That was Jeff Pickler, who was my second baseman at AAA. My boss slumming at work, getting a haircut, free haircut from one of the clubhouse guys. And there's look, give me that look. See, Boombots, what have you done now? He's looking at me saying, Boombots, what have you done now? And that's me and the coaches around. That's my cousin just passed away last year. He came out to spring training and took him out. I used to wear tracksuits. See my tracksuit? I don't got tracksuits.
That's the same.
That was all. That was the main crew at spring training. He's now the major league equipment manager. It's Brandon. That's me on at AAA. That's the AAA All-Star game. That's my trainer, Greg Harold, and Chris DeLucia, the trainer. That was the AAA All-Star. That's me. That's the suit. You see my suit? There's my suit, my pimp suit. That's Robert Ellis. We go out. We squad on a. There's me. I charged the mound. I got mad. I charged the mound at a pitcher. I did. I came out. I got in trouble for that because I'm not a player.
Well, imagine. Yeah, I was gonna say you're not really involved.
I made a bad call. That picture was rubbing shit in my face. I go out there try to take the picture. I don't give a shit. Great Bobby Jones, Gary Matthews Jr.
Well.
Yeah, I don't give a I got a long talk by the president of the league, man. Buck Showalter, greatest guy in the world. More of the busy club. This is more the home clubhouse together. That's how it was every night when we got done and cleaned it up and everything. And that's the beds where you put the laundry in, couches, and then had a room over here that had a TV room. And then that's just Ed Sprague. Like I said, he was there his last year in baseball at Ed Sprague. And then this is one of the kids that worked for me, Patrick. He was just preparing. This was after spring training. There's me right there, the team photo right there. I had my foot was fractured. A player challenged me to do something in spring training. Like a dummy, I did it. And I wound up fucking being in a fucking one of those boots for like 4 months.
Walking boot.
My son and daughter when they were very young, But and then me and Hank Layla, who turned on me when he became a big leaguer, and me and him, he almost got me fired. Harry Adair works for the Phillies. I flew him in because he's a great guy, and he worked the clubhouse for There's me in the airport with Bobby Jones and all the staff. Look at me, my pimp suit, my feather in my hat, man. See, that's right. That's why when people see me, we played great. Me and the Blues Brothers. That's in Hank Aaron Stadium, 2006. That's my second oldest son. He was my assistant. I used to make him fold towels like a motherfucker. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
There's the Bluesmobile car and Jake and Jolly Elwood Blue, and there's me, Dominic, and my other son taking pictures. They came out and they did a big event out there. So we got they dressed in our locker room. So that's where they dressed. And there's me. I came out of retirement to Bat Boy. I came out of retirement to be a Bat Boy in my Mobile. That's my Detroit Tiger years. But, this is just some of it. There's too much. This is me with the Flying Tigers, the A-ball team. It was close to home. This is right here in Lakeland, Florida. The Lakeland Flying Tigers. Andy Barquette, one of my dear friends. Great. He played in the big leagues. And Larry Hondo. Larry Herndon played a lot, like 20 years in the major leagues. With the Giants.
Herndon's a well.
Herndon, you're a good friend of mine. This is the two of the original Flying Tigers from World War II. There's me. I put on a uniform to Bat Boy. I had to show my Bat Boy how to do it. And there's me, Laird, and Brandon Laird. He played for the Yankees inside the Big Japan. I threw a big event at a cigar club. There's my son. He went to kindergarten in his suit. Look at that. Style and profile. I put him in a suit. And then there's my son Dominic Bat Boying for me out at A-ball. When he was a teenager. I would tell him hustle, Dom. Hustle all the time. Always hustling. I never hustle. If I see you not hustling, my boy Dom. But that's it. I gotta stop. Whoa! I gotta stop here. Whoa! I gotta stop here. I can't let you guys see past that because there's no need for that. So.
Penises, I get it.
Yeah, no, it messes. Too many grandkids. All the grandkids are in. I can't do that.
Gotcha. No, I understand.
Yeah, but that was the thing I put together years ago. Did that 10 years ago.
That's cool.
So that's my old page. So I get to go back every once in a while, go to my old page and look at it. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool. Every once in a while, to go check out old stuff. Remind you where you've been.
Yeah, because I can't find these pictures no more. So I lost a lot of stuff when we went to prison. We lost everything. So, but you know how that goes, man. But I did recover some of it. Like my sister had old pictures, still some of them, so she sent me copies electronically. So I was able to put together now to have those memories. But I got that video I made, and I got memories for that. So
I have a friend who had like an old MySpace, and she had like hundreds of pictures on it, and she couldn't get into it. It took her like 2 years to finally get MySpace to unlock it for her. It was insane that you could finally get all her pictures out of friends and family and stuff like that.
Did I say that? Did I say anybody's going to that YouTube page and rip any video off? I never said that. I said I'm locked out of the fucking page because I don't remember the email. What are you talking about? You start more stupid fucking bullshit? I'm not. Anybody can go copy it. If you're up on YouTube, they can take a big copy of it, which I'm sure they have. I'm just saying, for me, I can't get anything to get into it. I go back and I watch them. Sometimes you're an idiot, Roach. You are something by far an idiot. Smoke some more marijuana, right? Idiots.
People say I look like marijuana.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you what email I used. I had it all the way up till I went to prison. So went to prison in 2021. I've been locked out since 2021, and Google won't help me at all. They won't help me get it all out. And I need to get an email. It's got so many photos and pictures and videos and family stuff in there, man, and so many important emails that I need. It killed me. 2 straight years I tried to get in it. And I even, like I said, I harassed the guy that has the number that's tied to that. You go in there, try to log in, forgot password. It sends you a backup to the phone number. I go, it just sends you. All the guy had to do was read me the 6-digit code. I'd be out of his life.
Right.
No, that's all you do. No, you try to hack me. I'm not. And I even hired somebody, one of those guys that say they can get into anything and emails and stuff, and they couldn't do it.
I love how
They
the
said,
guy
"Oh,
who stole your phone is paranoid. That's just, I don't want to get messed with. You
I
just
know.
stole the guy's phone.
So I really want to get in that. I wish
Mhm.
I could meet someone that works in that department that would be a fan of the Dabbleverse and a fan of me and say, "Oh, I'm a fan of yours. I'll get you in there." I'm waiting for that day to come.
You hook up. Yeah.
Hook up, yeah. I'll be stuttering John. I'll be taking people with the phone like he used to with Howard Stern.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
John,
Howard,
how'd you get
John's
something to
only
stop?
friends with people that can help him do stuff. If John can't use you, you're not his friend. So.
Exactly. I got billions. So you know that, 2K? I got millions. You know that, but I'm not going to give you nothing.
Right.
You know
You
I'm
have
a
to give
star.
me at least
You know I'm a
300 to be
star.
on your show, but I'm not going to give you anything. If you're on
Are
my
you ready
show.
for this? I promise you. My wife started going around to people live, taping it. By the way, we were stopping people down the street. Do you know Stuttering John? We're asking. We're going around. And we're going to start asking everybody if they know Stuttering John. He's world famous. Everybody knows me.
Wait,
Not
I
one
gotta
person yet has said they know him.
I do have to ask something though, because Rochi asked me if I believe something, but I don't know what he's asking me what I believe. Is that the same? Is that the same Rochi, or is that a different Rochi? I can't keep track of this
You
stuff.
really
anymore.
believe that, 2K?
I'm not
Believe
sure what he's asking. I believe though.
What are you asking that you don't believe?
Whether or not he smokes marijuana, I don't know. I have no idea who does what, dude.
Oh, he definitely smokes marijuana. He talks about it.
I just went for the me looking like marijuana choke. That's all I'm doing.
Roach, you just can't stand. Here's what the most important thing that got these guys is that I was so truthful in everything I said. That they just can't stand a guy that's dead honest. Even though I was a criminal, but if I'm going to sit there and tell the worst of the worst that I've done, does that make sense for me to lie then about other things? It makes no sense. If I'm giving all the dirt on myself, why would I lie? That's how dumb they are to figure that out. That's why they got beat. Why they got beat.
Well, I don't know if you had. Joe, did you say you had your phone stolen, or you lost your phone and someone walked off with it?
No. I lost when I gave up that phone number. I changed the phone number after having it for 15 years.
I misunderstood.
And I said,
then I'm wrong.
And it wasn't assigned to somebody for a long time. Finally, I called it and somebody answered. So I begged the guy, listen, I'm trying to get my Google account because this was after I came out, I got my computer hooked up, and I went right away. And I go, please help me. I go, if there's a code going to the number that used to be mine, I used to own that number. That's mine. I had it for 15 years. And the guy says, no. And he got all freaked out on me. So I started cussing him out every day. I call him and cuss him out. He goes, yeah, you're really going to get fired. So if I had any shot at him helping me, it was my fault. I threw it out the door.
I understand now. Okay, so for some reason, my brain that it was taken. Okay.
I talk sometimes. They can't understand me. So
that was me.
My gibberish, they make their own.
I said that. No, that was me, Joey.
I thought he was saying that.
No. Because I said the guy took your phone. For some reason, I misunderstood the story for a secin. That you gave up the number and then it wasn't.
I kind of gave it up because I got with Christina and it was my old phone and just the new life, new start, a new marriage. So I just got rid of it. It was part of my old life. You know what I'm saying? So I changed numbers. I was cool with that. But then I didn't realize. I didn't think. Man, that number's tied to everything in my life. And I never went back and changed it. That was my business.
Yeah. Well, you have your passwords.
I should have went there right away and changed to the new. I never did none of that stuff. I never went back and changed. Oh, here's my new address. Here's my new phone number for for second verification. I just left it with everything with the old. So I got locked out of a lot of things when I went to prison. There were so many accounts like YouTube, Google, a lot of things I got locked out of. A lot of stuff, and I just when you don't, and they're strictly. If they can't send that code to that phone number that you have registered for second verification, they don't want to hear it. I tried everything. I tried for 2 years. I begged this guy, I don't know how many times, please, it's a 6-digit code. Just let me get in to get my life back. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Was a trick. I would have got out, came so close to going over there and knocking on this guy's door, and just saying, please, man, I'll pay you $100, man. I just need the code. I even offered the money. I said, well, I'll pay you $200. I'll just give me the code. I'll give it to you right now. Tell me how to cash it.
Yeah.
It's hard to lose part of something that's got everything of your life in there.
Right. And people are, like I said, generally paranoid. Like, okay.
And I understand that.
Trying to fuck
but I showed him. I said, go back, call your carrier and ask him who the former people that registered that number. They can tell you. They can tell you who had that number. Here's my name. I give my birthday. Here's everything. Go tell them that I'm on the phone with you, and I was the pass on. They're going to tell you yes. I wasn't trying to swindle the guy. I didn't want to didn't want to know him past that 6-digit code. Get me in so I can change my new number. Never got in. Anybody out there that's in the chat room that is works for Google, please help me out if you're a fan.
Yeah, getting someone from Google like on the phone to sit next to impossible.
You can't even get you on the phone with the email department. There's nobody to even talk to. It's brutal, man. It's worse than YouTube. But all right, I think we had a good show. We're over 2 hours. I'm way past. I got a meeting coming up. Wait a second. What time would it be? If they're on the West Coast, is it still 3 hours?
3 hours, yeah.
DG,
yeah,
what is it? DG, is it? Yeah.
It's 8:41 in California right now.
So let's see. So the 10:30 their time would be 11:30, 12, 1:30 my time. 1:30 my time.
So your 10:30 there will be 1:30 here. Yes.
So I gotta get ready to. We're gonna talk more in depth now that I got a co-host for this, and I want Gonzo to explain to Gonzo what his thoughts are and how it could work. Like I said, I ran it through Carl Truly, and Carl most definitely said it's a great idea. A little bit too late now that you're deep in the Dabbleverse. You realize that you're just gonna get a bunch of Dabbleverse people that are not be interested, and they're gonna just be fucking your show up. I go, but no, I'm talking about rebranding it. Not leaving the Dabbleverse, keeping my channel here with the Dabbleverse. That's right. But the rebrand. So and Doom says, listen. First of all, you got to. You can't even tell people. You might not even want to come on stream to make it work for a while. You know, if they know it's Joey C, you're done. You're gonna get anybody. It's gonna be over there wherever I decide to take it. So he's right. There's a lot of. I'm a little late on it, but I think the show with the stories and the content we want to do it could be big. I just got to see if I can make it happen. I'm this time. This is something I'm just going to turn on the channel and go live. This is something that I really want to do. That's just my passion. So it's got to be done right. It's got to be done right. If it can be done. You know, I don't know. If not, I guess I write the book then. I write the book. It says, it's some guy, 713. He's for sure did gay stuff. No, I did not. Okay. He's some gay guy. Joey used to use the shower in the locker room after game. I did take a shower. Sometimes I lived in the locker room. Most of the AAA, I always got it. They gave me an apartment condo, part of the package, my pay package, because they would just trade out the apartment company. They give us season tickets, and they would get the manager would get one, the head coach, pitcher coach, trainer, and I would get the 5 staff members would get each of us get an apartment, and they would trade out season tickets to box. You have a box through so many times a year, so it was easy. That was part of it to get that. But someone like A-Ball that didn't have a budget, I had to sleep in them clubhouses, pal. Live in those clubhouses. So yeah. But, I tell you what, in Lakeland used the major league locker room for the A-Ball team. So there's a big old locker room, a lot of rooms. So I stayed there in Lakeland. You know, when I wanted to stay overnight, there was no chance of getting a place out there. They wouldn't give me one because there was no budget. But anything in AAA, it was a locked deal. It was in my contract. I had a locked deal. I want an apartment and a rent a car. Joey likes tube steak. Yeah, I learned it from you. I learned it from you. That's where I learned it from. Thank you. Joey was your old YouTube account linked to the old cell? Yes. Everything's linked to that old cell phone, buddy. Really is. And not an old email. Everything. Listen, I know. I spent 2 years trying to everything that it tied in to get into YouTube. There's another email to YouTube that I'm on. All my emails are to that one phone number I had for years. So there's like 4 emails. One is tied to YouTube. That it was a Joey C Baseball Show. Was that email? There was Joey C Baseball Show at gmail.com. That's the one tied to that YouTube channel that I can't get into. And then there's my main one that I use is tied to everything for my whole life that I have to get into it. It's got everything in it, everything in my life, every family photo, everything I got, and I can't get it back. So I want to clean it out and just get all my photos and my videos in there. It's just so important. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up.
Uncle Jack wants you to save Dave Siren Lake.
Well, we're getting off, buddy. Not tonight. I'm out of here. Yeah, use the blobbing. Yeah, the fake Robin blobbing. I am a hack. Too bad you're a hack too. Okay, it works 2 ways, sweetheart. You're a prostitute hack. Okay, there you go. All right. Bo Beaverton, I'll say hello to our friend Bo Beaverton. How many words does Joey speak in an average a day? That's a good question. And 2K and my boys, you guys should have a contest on your channel. I think you should create it.
To see who talks the most?
Well, how many words a day do I speak? How many words do I say in an hour?
I think we need to figure out. We need to find out what the average is. Like, what's the scientific average, and figure out how far above it you actually are.
You know what? They clocked me doing a 4-hour show on YouTube here. Didn't come up for a breath. They were like, he didn't even come for a breath yet. 4 straight hours. I did not stop coming out of my mouth. by myself doing a show. Just
Like a hummingbird.
I did. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Rochi, I love you. Always, buddy. You know
Night,
that.
Rochi.
Beard Bones and the goat, baby goat. That's right, Beard Bones.
Rochi, don't feel bad. Nimrod's ugly too. That's why he talks to a puppet.
Peter Skywalker, if you really think you can help me, is that Peter that was asking me all those questions? I mean, if Peter, in all sincerity, Peter, I am a little upset with you, but you know, I do like you as a friend, and I think you're a wonderful person. But is there any way you got any true, without being a jerk and tell me the truth? You got any connections to get me back on my account? You got my number. It's the same number you called me last year on. So you could be, I'm being sincere. I would be grateful. I will treat you like never ever talk bad to you ever again if you could get me back in that. I will always be nice to you, promise you. I'll always be calm. I'll make sure I don't have a shitty mic. If you could really do that, then you got my number. You call me, okay? Everybody, the great 2K. You want to do your plugs, my friend?
Yeah. Real quick. Mondays and Fridays, 7 o'clock on Lunatic Lounge. On the Bobby Nick 1978, and on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, No Filter with Andrew and Friends on the same name YouTube. Movies with 2K on Sunday nights at 6 o'clock. We were also on Bobby Nick 1978, and then we move over to Rumble to watch the movie itself at 6:30. So check them out. Have a good time. Hopefully we'll see some of you guys there. Joey, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you having me.
Anytime, buddy. All right, now everybody, go over to JBX's channel. Starting in 13 minutes. Everybody transfer over to
I'm
JBX.
heading over there too, to JBX.
Head over there.
JBX is God is the name of the channel.
That's right. JBX is God. Great friend of ours. And we got a lot of ideas for all of us. We're all friends. We're all gonna make it. We're gonna go together, step by step. We love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. And me and Lou in the morning. We got a lot of crazy stuff going on in the morning.
Good night, everybody.
Big Lou.
Appreciate you guys.
As always, I'm gonna play. I always play the outro dedicated to my buddy Cabby. I like that outro.
Yeah, that's
the
awesome.
thing I made for Cabby, his own intro he had. I missed the guy so much. Here we go.
Check it out. Feel the rhythm on the bass mark. Better feel the rhythm on the bass mark. Hit me the drum and come around and bless me. Come it up, it up. All my stress.